Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We are here for OTK Game Day, Season 3, Episode 1. We got OTK Game Day Soccer. I'm here with my co-host, Wake Wilder. Wake, how do you feel?
Oh, God, do I feel electric? We have some interesting news today. Nick Pollum asked to play footy, and somehow we ended up with soccer. He's distraught, but alas, we have a lot of money sunk into this production, so we push through.
We're very, very excited to be here. We have some of the best athletes on all of Twitch right here, ready to put on display for you today, a clinic. Okay, you guys are going to see something unlike you've ever seen before. It's going to be unbelievable, an unbelievable display of athleticism. Who really stands out to you, Wake?
Well, I think presently I'm not so interested in the athleticism as I am the potential for drama, for intrigue. I want a storyline, and I think we have none other than a couple of leading contenders here. One, we have Erob221, a broken man, destitute, down on his luck, here to do one thing, slide tackle another 80-pound Asian woman. I mean, he's trying to put him in the dirt. He's trying to prove that he has the athletic prowess that his brother ultimately has over him. Another one I'm looking forward to is Mizkiv, who similarly last year collected an arm or two, if we recall. So do we have repeat injury? Is there maybe a battle of the bruisers, as we so call it, in the industry here? Who's to say? What about you, Sven?
Well, I mean, I would say there's absolutely the injury history there for sure. But, you know, when you spoke about the 80-pound Asian woman, there's obviously been no shortage of that, thanks to Nick Pollum. Nick Pollum seemingly just exists, and the Asian women flock to him, and they also flock to the view count. So it's been absolutely wonderful to see recently. But one thing that I'm not looking forward to seeing is the potential for him to lose his GTR.
Ooh, the GTR is on the line. It's important to remind the viewers here of the stakes. Stakes can't always be made, but man, have they been made today. What exactly was shared in the pregame? Do you know?
As far as I know, there's been a lot of talk about which team is going to win today. And if Nick were to lose, and they're going to be picking their teams here shortly, but if Nick were to lose, he will be losing his GTR. I believe Nora is going to be taking it.
Now, do we know if this is before or after the Nicole Pollum hentai ramp is applied? Because that can augment the value of the vehicle, which, I mean, the stakes higher than ever.
I think it was during, actually. Not before.
Okay, so it's going to be about a half wrapped.
Yeah.
Do we know if that wrap is going from foot to head or head to foot? Because that's going to change whether or not Nick feels heartbroken.
Well, I think the big thing for him is that it goes foot to foot. That's really what we're looking forward to today.
Fruit by the foot.
Fruit by the foot.
Sponsor we tried to get. They said, please stop messaging us.
Well, to be fair, we actually also thought that, well, not we, but really Nick specifically thought fruit by the foot meant, honestly, he thought it meant foot by the foot, because for him, the foot is the fruit.
And he's not eating fruit. We know
He is not at all.
But we do have an electric day ahead of you, ladies and gentlemen, an electric day of combat. And, dare I say, an electric month. We do not just have soccer, but we have basketball coming up here on November 15th. Be sure to tune in to watch a bunch of do-nothing streamers fumble with more balls. We have kickball coming at an unannounced date, but soon indeed. And then football rounding out the lineup there at the end of the season. And a quick reminder here today, we have a medley of rules to bear in mind. We have two 20-minute halves, the most important rule in footy, as we know, 10-minute halftime in which you'll be provided complimentary entertainment, and the team captains can call, in an unprecedented maneuver, unlimited timeouts. Expect a lot of stoppage and a lot of startage. SFAD?
It's going to be very exciting to see.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting to see what all is going to happen, not just today, but in the entirety of this season. Again, we're going to have great athletes today, but you're going to have even better athletes next week and the week after, and even better sports leading up to the best sport, football.
Football?
Football.
Football.
Yeah, football.
Football.
Yeah, football.
Football.
Absolutely.
Footy football indeed. Now we know Coach Esvin here has an experience with handbag. What exactly does your experience on the let's say more ovular side of the game lend to you here today, Esvin? How's it going to influence your perspective as a commentator?
Well, really, I can speak to both, right? I can really speak to both. I mean, things have been wild lately. Things have been wild both on the American football side of things and the European football side of things. I was contacted actually by Real Madrid recently to come be their new coach because they were terrible and they needed some help. And they said, Coach Esfand, look, we know you're a esteemed football coach in America. Will you come coach football in Europe? And I said, look, I'll think about it. You know, so that may be coming soon. I haven't decided yet, but I've told them to hold on.
Look, man. If you understand calculus, you can do arithmetic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's tomato potato.
Well, speaking of Europe, here we have exciting imports from overseas today participating in OTK Gameday. None other than your OTK top streamer winner. Rob doing himself a little dancey dance here. The ultimate black, the big mungo, the eater, the feeder, the behemoth. He can deadlift 850 pounds, and he plans on scoring 850 goals.
No, we're really excited about what Rob can bring to the table. I mean, he's going to be a little bit more. He's going to bring a little bit more power to the table than what you're going to see from most of these guys. The big
spending
thing
power
with
at that.
Spending power, big spending power. And really, we want to see if he can take that ability to spend in retail and be able to put it on the field, spend that energy on the field.
Well, thinking about spending some energy here, we can see someone who's had Ms. Gift spend a great deal of dollars in medical bills. That's right. We have none other than the big Julia. Julia bent on actually not even interacting with the soccer ball and just going for haymakers to the dome. We told her kicks are allowed, and she took that as to the noggin. We're excited to see what she does here to disrupt the status quo here, maybe taking out a tectone or two.
Oh, absolutely. And I think she's going to win over a lot of fans by doing that. And, you know, we really want to avoid injuries today publicly, but privately, great content. Thank you.
Privately, a lot's going to be, well, privately, our sentiments, of course, and publicly are both very anti-injury. But man, oh man,
boys will be boys.
I'm going to say no. Boys will be boys and men will be men. Let's usher in a new era of men and Mr. Arthur. Mr. Arthur, our next big contestant of the day. Look at this man here saying he loves you. I think he's communicating to Fan or AC or Clara or any of the many women he's either leading on or being led on by. It's somewhat uncertain. I'm not exactly sure what's happening there. All I know is that if he could get some coaching, it would help.
I mean, things might help.
Right? At the end of the day, this is all character development, is it not? This is a romance, and it has one goal already written out. The ending, him.
Yeah, and that's the big thing with Mr. Arthur that we're going to see here. He wants to make sure that people do know that he is a man, and that's why he goes by Mr. Arthur.
It was just Arthur, but he said, no, I want to be taken seriously.
Yes, absolutely. You know, somebody else who should be taken seriously in today's game is none other than Lakari.
Lakari, you are absolutely correct. Injury risk at an all-time high with Lakari in the building. Rumor has it that OTK staff's relegated him to goalkeeper to ensure that he only interacted with the ball and the ball alone. Lakari, while not malicious, has the force of 1,000 suns nestled inside of those muscle bellies, and if he were to interact with something, the likelihood of him collapsing that skull is quite high. This is the earliest he's ever woken up, and also the latest he's ever stayed up.
Yeah, really, both at the same time, absolutely. And that's the big thing with Lakari is he's multifaceted. He can do multiple things, right? He's he can be loud and rambunctious, and
but also soft, sensitive. Yeah. Not with his voice. No.
Not with his voice. Yeah, I would say more just his heart.
Well, if we're talking about Let's talk about, we're talking a lot about these big voices. Now let's talk about maybe the smallest, mousiest voice I've ever heard. Here is Mary Maybe, the sweet but similarly gotcha addicted woman here. We are seeing her OTK Gameday debut, if I'm not mistaken. I expect to see Mary Maybe probably pull what I would call an extra Emily-esque stat line. 0 goals scored, 0 assists made, 100 fun points added. Man, oh man, is she going to have a good time out there.
Well,
she's a certified weeb.
Here's what a lot of people don't know about Mary, actually. Mary actually was a college athlete. She played soccer at the University of Texas at Dallas, was recruited all over the country, ended up going to University of Texas at Dallas, played for 3 years, got an engineering degree, and had an opportunity to go pro, but instead became addicted to the world of Warcraft and lost everything. So we'll see if she can muster any of that up today.
Well, a broken soul need not make a broken game. We have many people to bolster it, and I look forward to seeing how these teammates lift each other up. Now, she does like to get yelled at by Soda based on her leveling pace in OnlyFans, so we will see if we have some field commanding happening here. But, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Speaking of people who are adept at World of Warcraft here, I believe we have none other than Fandy in the building today. We have Fandy, maybe? Nope, Fandy certainly. Fandy is a real tour de force at Azeroth.
Yeah, I saw the blonde hair and I said, that's not Fandy, and then I was like, oh, no, that's definitely Fandy, after I took a closer look.
Fandy making phenomenal changes in her personal life and making phenomenal changes here in the game today. My money's going on whatever team she's on.
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt. Fandy actually started the Ironforge gym all on her own. Did you know that?
This is true.
Yeah, she is the sole owner of Ironforge Gym, and nobody else is involved whatsoever, which is where a lot of these athletes have been training, and she's been giving personal coaching lessons to several of them.
Apparently she makes more money than anyone here. That's at least what our notes say here in the broadcast. So maybe look for some foul play. I'm not sure how purchasable the refs are, but that's undoubtedly going to be an important variable in today's matchup.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How do you think finances are going to play a part here today? I mean, it is just before tax season, so.
I would say it really comes down to what are we going to see between Fandy and Nick? So if NMP comes out there and he selects Fandy, I think that's when we're going to have real problems. Having two financial moguls on the same side of the ball is really something that is just going to be a force to be reckoned with. Absolutely.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that, though. And as we talk about tax season here and the concept of finances, we do have a variable that must be assessed, and that is the unquantifiable rage of a man against taxes, Canute. Here, pointing to his own name on a jersey, I'm not sure what that is, but man, does he think that flexing is a part of this sport. He's probably going to run around huff and puff and maybe faint. We should have medical staff on hand to ensure that he can continue to breathe. Should anything happen here. The King Clad, he gets tired after about 10 seconds of cardio. I've seen it firsthand. And, well, the good news is he's had plenty of carbohydrates in his system. 3 pizzas on deck, already stored away as muscle glycogen. I look forward to seeing him say, what are you? Why are you? That is bullshit. So getting plenty of that today, I'm sure.
It will be. It will be bullshit. And that's what Canute is there to actually make sure everybody knows. So if something bad happens to Canute, just know that it's completely foul play. And really, what are we talking about earlier? We were talking about Fandy. We were talking about NMP. These are the people that might be the root of that.
The root of many of things. However, what about the root of the tree? What about the peach tree? What about none other than Miss Peach Jars? Ladies and gentlemen, a collegiate athlete, many may not know. Peach, more of a tennis player in her own right, but she's got that lateral movement, that agility to really throw a wrench in the works today. Peach has allegedly only had 2 to 3 hard cocktails before the game, which means she still has her wits about her. A bit of a theater kid, they say there. A sweet Lego collection, and man, oh man, does she plan to be the team's OF.
Yeah, they really want to have like a solo top striker situation there. So she is going to be the only forward player for their team that she plays on. I mean, that's really the offense that she comes from. Really, it's whatever won. You know, whatever the midfield is, whatever the defense is, it doesn't really matter. She just needs to be at the top, and we're hoping to see her on top today.
A real topman. As fan production booth saying we have another. We have. Oh, it seems as if we've flown in. We have airdropped battle ready ringers here. We have none other than Strong Waifu, a real strong woman, a military vet, and let me tell you something, a force to be reckoned with. A lot of power present on the field today. A lot of tattoos coming down there through the what is that there? Okay, that. Asfan, are those gang affiliated?
They are actually. So a lot of people don't know this. Strong Waifu has been involved in not one, but 7 different gangs, violent gangs. And that's really what people are afraid of today. She will get violent on this field. This is going to be an absolute bloodbath that you guys are going to see on the pitch today.
And as a bit of a compliment to that, we have none other than Sophia Zipe, a true athletic specimen as well in her own right. Rumor has it she has benched more than Mizkif, and he is still seething about it.
No, absolutely. He was really, really upset about that. And I actually had to have a chance to have a word with Mizkif. I met with him earlier this week, and we talked about what he needs to do to overcome that. You know, this has been a big struggle in his life, something that he's had to really work through to be able to overtake Sophia. He doesn't know if he can do it, but, you know, we believe in him, and we hope that Sophia is put down accordingly from Mizkif.
But as a proud cat mother, she is not looking to put anything down herself. She's just looking to lift everyone up, making sure that she takes everything to its best conceptual end. Sophia, going to be a real team player out there today. We look forward to seeing what kind of magic she brings to the field.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're very, very excited about that. Now, do you think that they have the, we talked a lot about 80-pound Asians earlier. Do you believe that our next player actually is 80 pounds?
It's somewhere around there, and let me tell you something, at least 70 pounds of that are those 10 inches. We have nothing other than we have Tumescent Tennyson Nathaniel, T10 Nat in the building here. T10 Nat, you're runner-up from OTK's top streamer, and let me tell you something, just a real fake bitch.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we all know it, at least, you know, according to some information that was received by some people and from some people.
T10 Nat, a professional raver who's inspired Nick to get more in touch with his body in a way that he was never expecting a woman to do. He has been dancing as of late. I've been seeing it firsthand. A real top streamer survivor and in search of a green card. Not a red card today by the referees, if you catch my drift. Haha.
Well, she might get one, again, because this is going to be an absolute bloodbath. And it depends on if the camera is on her or not, really. So if she gets a red card, I'd expect it to be off camera.
Well, I'll tell you something. Someone who doesn't care if the camera's on them or not because they're going to find their way in front of it anyway. We have none other than Rhyme invades OTK Gameday.
Oh, there it is. So somebody did pull the plug on Russell earlier, which is something we've been trying to do for ages. So he's found a way to do it himself, which is fantastic, even though this guy is in his Ho era, which in reality is, I mean, he really doesn't do much on his own anymore. But hey, that's his own prerogative, isn't that right?
I'm getting word that Russell is being carted off right now. Apparently... Okay. Yep. Medical is talking to me here. I have it in ear. Apparently, he's not injured. He's just like really like the most tired he's ever been in his whole life. He's never been this tired, is what he's saying right now. So,
oh, really? Okay.
He's just taking a nap, but he should be okay. They keep saying he is the Ronaldo of Austin, Texas, but I think that's just staff mistranslating Ronald.
Well, no, I don't think it's that. It may be. I mean, I personally have seen him. He trains day in, day out, from morning to sunset, and he makes sure that everybody knows about it. So I would absolutely call him the Ronaldo of Austin, Texas.
A real midfielder in his own right. And speaking of mid, let's go ahead and pull up our next contestant, Erob221. A real jackass, someone who's more hell-bent on proving he's better than these uncoordinated 80-pound gamers here. Erob is doing everything to prove that he is better than his brother Tyler 1. And in doing so, he's continually embarrassed himself to the point of being, I would say, borderline intolerable.
Yeah, there's some people in life that, you know, they have the opportunity to have a lot of eyes on them. And they get a chance to showcase their talent and put it on display. And other people, the intrigue alone is all you need. Erob has found a way to take that intrigue and completely ruin it. And he has... Wait, why does the graphic say he's a Cowboys fan and dead emoji? We're not talking about the Cowboys. Why do we have to bring up the Cowboys?
I think it's just meant to be one of the many footnotes in a long list of failures.
Yeah, but I mean, we're not even talking about the Cowboys. Like, you think it's not bad enough they lost like freaking more than like 1 billion games this year?
Keep it together, would you?
I'm just saying.
This again. Production wants to keep the studio intact.
I
need you to not do this. Thank you. Thank you. Speaking of untethered rage, we have none other than the Commander, Soda Poppin', Chance Thomas Jefferson Morris in the building today. Soda Poppin' last year did a whole lot to ensure that he stayed on the bench through each and every game day, and I look forward to seeing what kind of tactics he deploys to ensure that the same outcome materializes today. Soda Poppin', a real guild leader, so let's expect a lot of coaching from the sidelines there. He is indeed dating a JPEG, and he has spent more time buying WoW Gold than his car payments, allegedly. So we will see how those financial decisions come to haunt him here. If nothing else here, I think he's going to put a lot on whatever team he's on, because boy, oh boy, did he bet on himself last year.
He really did. He really did. And he made sure today to make sure that he has the best equipment possible. That's why he went and he got cleats, not on his own accord. Somebody else went and got cleats for him this morning at the 11th hour, actually.
Yep.
Not only
he actually got them enchanted, I believe, by a homeless man named Socks outside of the 7-Eleven just by the facility. So we'll see if that plus run speed is any advantage here today.
All 8%.
But that is not all we have here. We have another person who's famous for spending an egregious amount of money on video games that pay no dividends, and that would be none other than Tectone. The big egg, the biggest bird, the strong guy, the long guy. Tectone is here to say just how much louder words can be than actions today. And man, oh man, does he prove it.
Yeah, I think what I would expect to see from Tectone today is he's really going to put on a huge performance. I think performative is a good way to describe Tectone today. Really, he's going to go out there and do his best to pick a side and just close his eyes and keep on running. So it's going to be fantastic to see.
Rumor has it he's been studying Asmon's game footage from, I believe, his first grade soccer team. There's about 30 seconds of VHS footage, and he's just been running that back. It's going to be doing exactly what Asmon did, but we have a trailblazer here in the building, a real divergent spirit, someone who's going to do everything to, well, embarrass herself today, including try to play soccer. We have none other than Extra Emily in the building. Extra Emily showing the 1.5 days of the 30-day fitness challenge she partook in there with a big old push-up. She's going to be getting sturdy. Not so sturdy, however, will be her knees. We are all worried about them. We've been talking about them backstage, and we are scared.
Absolutely. I think the big thing with Extra Emily here is that she has little to no athletic experience in her past, and it's something that does bother her. I mean, this is something that's been in her head for some time now. She often has sleepless nights thinking about the fact that she has participated in 8 different OTK Gameday events and has touched the ball exactly 0 times. So hopefully we can see that change today.
we do expect her to be picked maybe first or second if chances to be put in a position of power as a guild leader, because she did bring her consumes. She did cook crack in that parking lot. So IRL consumes a big boon to a guild leader himself. But speaking of injuries, risk of injury, and general jackassery, we are calling in none other than the arm collector.
We're very excited.
Up his own arms there.
Yeah, very excited to see what Mizkif can do today.
Oh, well, what do you predict here today from the big man himself?
Well, the big thing is you can tell that Mizkif is trying to channel his old self, and you can tell by the jersey that he is wearing. He is wearing, I believe, the exact same uniform that he wore on the day in which he completely obliterated. Rob's elbow. And that's something that we're going to have to put a leash on him for. We're going to say if he gets a little bit too aggressive, we're going to have to pull him out of the game and potentially fine him for that as well. And that's coming from the league office, not from me.
The good thing is Mizkif has flasked. I do believe he took his testosterone today, so if he's flasked with his stats boosted, I think that we can expect early round pickage from him. Mizkif, again, a real powerhouse, a real force, a real competitive spirit. I've seen a big slap. I've seen who he's willing to slap. I expect nothing other than true competitive fire today. And speaking of competitive fire, let's talk about a little bit of ice. None other than the Dane, the long one, the new reigning champion of the NMP LOL sweepstakes. We have none other than Nora the Explorer. Nora is allegedly, and I have no real clue whether or not this is true, a semi-professional soccer player? Nick has continued to say that.
No, she was. So Nora is not only a role player, but she also did play club soccer until she was 17 and she blew out her knee. So she has unbelievable ball skills. And really the only thing is, can that knee hold up? And that's really what we're going to be waiting to see. She hasn't really trained for soccer in some time now. I think it's been almost 10 years since she last played in a game, but she was going to play professionally, and she was actually on track to play for the national team.
Well, all I can say is don't expect any hip checks today. We already had the biggest one.
Oh, absolutely. We did.
And speaking of the perpetrator, we have none other than the Predator. NMP LOL, your host, your king, as they say in his harem, I believe. Nick Pollum is a 47-time game day champion, it's saying in my notes. We're reading him out at 6'5", 215 pounds, 7% body fat. I believe it says 9.5 inches there. I'm assuming that's talking about his vertical. Not much of a jumper. He is the only person here to have put anything down on the line, from what I understand. That is his GTR. Central to his being, central to his identity. How will he cope with the loss of something so dear?
Well, the craziest thing is that he's one to cope. He is one to cope, and he's had loss in the past before, and he's found a way to come back and bounce back, and he's resilient.
I'm actually getting a live note updates there. It says never lost anything ever at anything, always won. Gladiator. Chicken Gladiator.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's good to hear. That's good to hear. That's exciting. And I can't wait to see what this guy can put out on the pitch today.
Well, the real question is, how are we going to get two differing leadership styles? We have NMP, who's, from what I understand, probably going to pick a team of all women, mostly for team cohesion there, which is going to leave Nora with maybe a bit more firepower, but more ego to boot. What do we think we're going to expect there between Team Unity and perhaps let's call it a headless chicken in a sense, powerful wings, powerful body, but man, oh man, no central force guiding it.
Yeah, I think the big thing is with Nick is he's got to find a way to reel it in and really focus that energy and be able to lead that team in one cohesive direction. This is something that if they're not able to take all the talent that's on the field and really put it to good use, then I don't really see them winning. And especially given the fact that he took his GTR, put it on the line, and with such confidence that I don't believe there's anything on the other side of the wager. I think it's if I lose, I give up the GTR, and if I win, then nothing. Is an overwhelming amount of confidence, and so much so that I would go ahead and say that it goes to the one of two things. Either he has some master plan, some master game plan that he's come up with, or this guy is a complete moron.
Well, I want to go ahead and just point out that there's a real unknown variable here, because we have a real A or B, and A and B couldn't be more different. We either have a full sack or an empty sack Nick. Empty sack Nick drafting perhaps a more tactical team. Full sack Nick a bit more brutish, perhaps rash, even potentially reckless in his decision making. We could have one of the two there, and which one's preferable, I'm not sure. Do we want the athletic prowess, the rage, the mastery of the ball that you get from a full sack Nick, or let's say the cool, calm, calculated decision maker, more of a field commander, if you will, in an empty sack? And I don't think we're really going to know until we're, maybe at least a few minutes into the first half.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think people can say what they want, they can put what they want on paper, but how are you going to take what's on paper and turn it into action? So we won't really know until game time comes, but we can have an idea during the team selection. So, and that selection process will be happening shortly, by the way. Will be happening very shortly. It's going to be a very, very intense selection process, but we're going to go ahead and kick it off right now. First up, our first... Oh, excuse me. We're going to go ahead and pass it on over to Sear, who's going to be our sideline reporter.
Thank you very much for that, S-Van and Wake. You guys are doing a great job over there. Guys, welcome to Texas. We're so happy to be here. We have NMP Lowell, another OTK game day. Team Sear, Team Congus, living it up.
Yes.
What's going to happen? People are going to get hurt. Drama's going to happen. And the good thing is things will be under control because we have a ref today. Ref?
Yes, sir.
Feel free to come over, introduce yourself, and are you ready to handle the chaos that's going to be happening out on the field?
Yeah, well, first off, my name is Emeka. I will be your ref for today. Make sure everybody is safe and sound. Let's all leave the same way we came in. I've had the honor of watching some of these guys warm up, and let's just we'll leave it at that. Anyway,
do you find that when people don't know what they're doing, they tend to get hurt more?
You know
do you
what?
think people will get hurt today?
Very good question. So it comes down to coordination, right? So a lot of people who are not familiar with soccer might have a little bit of a coordination issue, but we'll have that discussion before we start. Make sure everybody's on the same page.
Awesome. Well, one thing I got to say, thank you very much, and be prepared to deal with a bunch of people who want the attention on them at all times.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely. Well, we have cards for that, so we're all good.
Perfect.
All right.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, chat. Sear,
Yeah.
it's gonna be quite the shit show. I will be losing my GTR today. I'm 100% sure.
The stakes are high.
I'm so scared. I should not have ran my mouth. I'm about to get humbled by a Danish woman.
I do have the ability, because I'm your boy,
Yeah.
I could drop this whenever I want.
They gave Sear a yellow card.
Yeah. So.
Is it 2 yellows and you're done?
Okay.
All right.
I have a VIP yellow.
Okay.
Hear that?
Hear that? Okay, good. I'm excited. I'm ready to start picking teams.
Okay, yeah. Let's get into the mix.
Are we ready? Are we ready to pick teams, Jacob? Okay.
Everybody!
Yep.
Let the battles begin. It's time to select teams.
Everyone come line up here. Line up, except for Nora. Nora, come with me. Line, yep.
My legs.
No, are you hurt?
No, the socks are cutting my circulation.
Gathering a bunch of streamers together can be a little bit difficult.
What's going on?
This is the best part, in my opinion, because you get to see who's less liked out of everybody. Is it going to be Tectone? I mean, he's going to be on the red team anyways, let's be honest. But I'm excited to see who gets picked last. I want to see feelings get hurt.
Okay.
So we're going to start with you two playing one of my personal favorite games, rock, paper, scissors.
This is it. This is it.
All right, guys, they're going to play some rock, paper, scissors. This is going to determine who goes first and who gets to
Let's go, Nick!
It's on shoes.
It's 2 out of 3.
Let's go, teams.
Sear?
I want a good, clean fight, no EU ping tactics.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's going to go bum, 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 bum.
Okay.
Okay?
Ready? Ready?
Can we
Whoa. She went down.
Okay, okay.
Go
sorry,
up.
Sorry.
Okay. Up.
Nick, she's gonna do
Rock,
scissors.
paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
No, you go again.
Relax.
You
That-
go again.
That was
You
a
go
little easy
again.
thing right there. All right. Okay.
Come on, come on.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Stand on business.
It seems we've reached an impasse. This is scripted. This is fun. Come on.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Shit.
Okay.
Who's gonna break first?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yo, stop.
But the game gets more psychological as this tension builds.
Okay.
Go paper. Go paper now.
I'm going paper.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Scissors.
Oh my god, that's actually kind of cute.
What the fuck, dude?
This is kind of weird.
Are we the same person?
I guess so.
All right, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Dude.
Yo, yo, yo.
Dude, go paper.
Practice before and it wasn't like this.
Okay.
I have a kid at home.
Get a reservation at Olive Garden at this point. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ooh.
All right, we need a coin. Does anyone have a coin? Do you have a coin?
Oh, wait, I have one. I think it's gonna land on its side.
I think you keep going.
Okay.
One more.
What the fuck?
You finished this where you started.
Arm wrestle.
Okay.
Keep going.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Dude.
Dude.
Keep going.
Dude. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
So important.
Yeah, sure, there.
Okay, come on. Let's finish it right here. That's 2 out of 3.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Paper.
Two.
I tried to warn him.
Nora gets first pick.
Okay. Is everyone ready?
No.
Miz, come over here. Oh, first pick. Yeah, your pants are ruined. I know what you're saying.
Okay, blue. Oh.
Why aren't you guys choosing the athletes?
Yes!
You ready for this one? You ready?
Yeah.
A Rav.
Daí, Sveto.
Começou.
I feel like Arthur's probably the best.
Arthur, come over here.
Putting them out. I like those shoes.
Nick.
Nick needs to get canoe.
Tectone.
We'll let you down, sir.
Okay, think.
This is your team, not mine.
Think. Oh, we gotta think here, guys. A defender. Remember, we need more guys. Knut.
Russell.
Yes!
So by the way, you default get Lakari because he's the other goalie.
Soda.
Damn, everyone hates Nick.
The game, Nick, we picked everyone.
Huh?
Ready?
Fandy.
What's up, boys? Emily's like.
Louder cheering.
I play for both teams.
Emily.
Me? Ah, no! Thank you. I won't let you down.
I know you won't.
Oh, thank you.
No. Did we get
They just lost.
Who's the best girl?
Sophia.
Go, sit there.
I will. I'll pass to Nora too. I will pass.
Okay. Waifu.
Take the car and we win.
No, he has to go over there.
What? They just hit a car. You're already on that team.
Peach.
Yep.
Between us two.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You know what? Both of you can go on that team. Trust me. Nat, you go with him.
I go on the team.
I'm sorry.
We're together. Let's go. 2 for 1.
So, the teams are picked.
Good.
Too much?
Yeah, no, we
Come
have
here. Hey, you ready?
Ready when you are.
All right, it's time.
It's time.
It's
Oh
time.
my God, the secret weapon.
Come on. Come on. It's time.
He's just calling an airstrike.
Just wait.
Is this a
And my final selection.
what?
Bryce.
You scammer! You cheating! You scammer! That's cheating! What the fuck? Rock, paper, scissors.
Hell no.
Come on, Bryce.
He gave you two.
That isn't even allowed.
Yo, Nick, that's not allowed. He wasn't in the roster.
He was. He was right there. You just didn't see him.
Nick, this was your part of your plan this whole time?
You signed up for this.
Why?
I will play to win.
That's cheating. He's
Let's go, baby. All right. My team is blue. Nora's team is red. Bryce? What's up, baby?
What up? What's good?
What's good, dog?
I heard there's a lot on the line.
There's a lot on the line, brother.
Is that what you called me?
That's why I called you.
Dude, I love that.
Let's get it.
God
Let's get it.
damn. What up?
All right.
Team block.
Everyone, get your jerseys.
What up, baby?
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Norwegians staked against each other. There will be blood. Who will go to Valhalla? Who won't? You're gonna have to wait and find out. This is Team Kungus out. I'm gonna send you back to S-Fan and Wake, and we're gonna get things in action. We'll see you here soon. S-Fan Wake.
Thank you, Seer, for that wonderful, lovely introduction that you gave for us. We're very excited to be here. Today we're here for OTK Game Day, and we are just now finishing up picking teams. Yes, we just finished picking teams, and I think we have two teams here that are
fucking
very,
know.
very.
What's the line, S-Fan? What the fuck?
I
Where you
don't know.
putting your
I'm
money?
waiting. I'm waiting at the thing.
Over. They know.
I know.
They saw us pick teams. What the fuck are you putting your money?
I know. But I know. Listen, I'm waiting to hear from Vegas.
Here's the thing.
on-
Pre-game
I
line
know,
had
but I'm
Vegas.
waiting. I'm waiting.
No,
I'm
no.
waiting.
Pre-game
I'm
line in
stalling
Vegas
so I
had
can
Nora.
wait.
Shut the fuck up. They had
doesn't
Nora.
matter.
I put it all on Nick. Why? Because I knew he's a fucker. I knew he's a dumb jackass motherfucker, and that's why I love him. He called in a fucking precision airstrike, and I'm up. I'm up.
It was really shitty, okay? We get that. We understand that, all right? But whenever we get those results in, it's going to be, just trust me, you, Finn,
Look at
it'll be
this
wonderful,
stupid
okay?
fuck.
Just,
God damn.
yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah, beautiful. I fucking love him.
So,
But I have no. It's important that I say, from a journalistic integrity standpoint, that I have no vested interest in any of the teams.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, we think it's going to be a very,
are live.
very, very close matchup. I really couldn't
when you
expect
just
him to
look
do
at
what
the
he
parity, because what you have is maybe the intensity of a player like E-Rob, the let's say past experience of a player like Bryce. You have the Machiavellian drive to succeed of a player like Nick. But can you quantify that? Can you even compare it, let's say, to the flair and jubilance of a player like Emily, who's, God, is she happy to be there? Michael Jeffrey
I think
Jordan.
I think
He was never having fun.
No,
And you could tell.
but yeah, you could absolutely tell. You could absolutely tell that he wasn't having fun, and you shouldn't have fun. And that's the big thing, is these guys are not here to have fun. They're here to win. And they're here to get shit done. And that's really what it all comes down to.
But man, oh man, is it fun to win? And that's what I think we have to consider that here.
No.
Is that if
No,
Emily
it's not fun to win, Wade.
is someone who's
Wait, it is not fun to win. Okay. That's what you have to understand. If you're winning while having fun, you're doing it wrong. You're not trying hard enough. Winning needs to not feel bad. That's when you know you've really won, okay? When you don't feel bad, that means you won. Not that you felt good. You just have to not feel bad.
What are we talking about?
I was talking about the soccer game. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Soccer. Okay, you're right. Yes. Yes, with the soccer game, we do have important things to consider here, and that's one, that we have a sort of predilection for in a very important player, feet and feet alone, and this is a very foot-centric game. Now, what Nick thought he was doing was benefiting himself by building what I believe to be was a mostly male team. However, what he then failed to do was to pull distractions away from his opposition and onto his own team. He's actually loaded the opposing team with distractions for himself. So, if this team's smart, they have a whole kind of, let's call it, sort of dark maga tactic they can do there. Maybe they play barefoot, you know? Maybe they really take the gloves off, you know, or the cleats, you know, no pun intended, and really show just how in the head of the opposition they can get. Because here's the thing, if we're going for just sheer brawn, pound for pound striking ability here, we don't have what it takes on Team Nora.
Oh, without a doubt.
We don't.
Without a doubt. I think that's you have to beat them with a little bit of tact, with technique, with strategy. And if you go head to head with these guys, and as you can see it, you know, the red team, you have Nora, Mizkif, Julia, Mr. Arthur, Canute, Soda, Emily Strong, Waifu, T10 Nat, and Mary Maybe. On the blue team, you have NMP, Erav, Arav, Tectone, Russell, Fandy, Sophia, Peach, and Bryce. So what you're really seeing here is not only is the blue team playing one man down, but they're really playing two men down because Tectone probably at some point will be playing on the red team.
Another thing to consider there is that Team Red has Lakari. Now, Lakari kind of going with a bit of a Magikarp approach there. He may just sit there and use Splash for maybe a half and a quarter. But what you are not considering is when he goes Saiyan, okay? So if anyone were to say, I don't know, project some kind of AMV of a weird kind of hentai lolicon anime, we might then see a power up there. So we have to remember, all of these players have specific, let's call them quirks that could power them up should they be activated. And so we have a number of considerations to be had there. Does Lakari go Saiyan? If so, he could potentially level the entire building. I mean, it could be reduced to rubble very quickly. And if he's reduced to rubble, then, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that a win?
No, I think you're right. I think that's a good way of looking at it. Sometimes it's not about whoever has the highest score at the end of the game. It's about who survives and is alive at the end of the game. And I think if that were to happen and the entire building were to collapse on everybody but Lakari, then yeah, I would say Lakari probably would be the winner.
Yeah, and there is, believe it or not, a Vegas line on that.
Oh, okay, well, good. Can you, just...
Yeah.
Like half?
It did.
Just like what? Just
I did.
Order here.
I already did. It's already there.
And there's there's a lot of talk about these kinds of things. And it's really just about it's just words. It's just fun, right? It's just fun to talk about. Just fun to talk about. We don't we would never, right?
No.
Yeah, we wouldn't. Yeah.
We would never play soccer.
Yeah, we would. Yeah, we never play soccer. Yeah, we would never play soccer. And why? Because we're here casting the game for you guys right here to give you the best coverage. Indiscriminately. Does not fit in the next part of the sentence that I was going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. Indiscriminately. We hope you guys
I'm getting word from
the show.
Production here. The changing sequence is taking a while on account of something involving Nick Pollum, but it's kind of breaking up there.
Okay, I'm getting word from Production here, Wake, that the changing sequence is actually taking a little while here, and that there is something probably involving Nick Pollum. What do you think about that, Wake?
Well, it's an anything to win mentality for him. I'm assuming when they say that it is no kind of malfeasance involved, but maybe, all of the jerseys were too small, and so they're kind of going to be uncomfortable, maybe restricted, something to that extent.
That's because they're fat. Yeah,
well,
all the players
the obesity epidemic is hitting OTK Gameday in real time, apparently, here. That's what he's saying. Every player has apparently become fat.
Yes. Camp Canute ended, and immediately Camp...
delayed onset muscle fatness is what
delayed onset muscle
happened.
fatness started.
Domp actually just hit 30 seconds ago.
So
if you are seeing a bunch of maybe immobile, more amorphous kind of blobs of your favorite streamers, just know that is
it's just the lens that we're using.
It's
the lens.
a wide lens.
You know what they say? So yeah, it's a wide angle. Yeah, they said the camera adds 10 pounds. They lied. It adds like 30. Absolutely.
Yep. But anyways, I'm excited to see what's happening here on the field today. I know that there's a couple of big players that we are not accounting for that have the promise to really change the tides. And that is one, Fandy, and two, Peach. A lot of people discount them for reasons that I fail to recognize there, but these are two esteemed athletes. Fandy is really showing her prowess on past game days, showing her quick-footedness on a number of football game days, if I remember, a real running back of sorts. And Peach, again, a collegiate athlete. We can't discount that.
No, without a doubt. And I think the big thing, going back to Fandy first, the physicality. No, Fandy is willing to get physical out there to get stuff done. So I fully expect to see her get in there, get her hands dirty, and just really figure out a way to get the job done. She's going to go out there and finish the job, and whatever team that she's on is really going to, really just any job. I think her finishing capability is going to be phenomenal. And on the flip side of things, I think Peach is also going to have
remember. The important thing here is that this one's going to be a foot job. This is all about what people can do with their feet. Hands are not in play, so we're going to have to see what's the foot speed like? What's that agility like? How adept are they at changing direction, kind of maneuvering around their opponent, really using their feet to reach that kind of that ultimate goal of scoring.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I would say Peach is not adept, but she is very, very good at getting out there and making sure that she can go out there and finish. That's why she's going to be the only forward on her team. Yeah, she's going to be playing the only forward, and she, again, is hoping to be that striker that they need to score some goals, get some points on the field or on the board.
Now, the real question is just exactly how many seconds of jogging does Canute last for? These are the things that I think are on everyone's minds. Canute, on paper, looks like he'd be a real athletic asset, as he can indeed crush a car between his thighs. However, we now have the question of how long can he jog at a slow to moderate pace? And that is an infinitely bigger variable today in a game of footy. As Nick keeps
without a doubt. Without a doubt. I think Canute's stamina is going to be the biggest question. Obviously, he's going to have the power that it takes. From what I heard, I had an interview with him earlier this week, and they talked about how they thought about having him be the designated, kind of like a designated hitter, designated goal kicker, and that he plans to score from all the way across the field, or any goal kick.
Well, it's enough from us here in the booth. Let's go ahead and see how these players are going to take on the challenges today. We're leading you off here with Vincent Sear, our man on the field.
Thank God.
Vincent.
Thank you very much, Wake. Thank you very much, S-Fan. Out on the battlefield, blood has not been shed yet. A lot at stake. Is Nick going to lose the GTR? We don't know. We got to call everybody out on the field now. Let's get it done one by one, baby. Let's make it happen, Captain. No, I'm going to be off cam. E-Rob, ladies and gentlemen, known to take L's often, but this time looking to come in and take a W. He's got motivation in his face, determination, and we love to see it. But does it mean anything? We don't know. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, Lord NMP, laughing out loud. Max, top-notch ego at this one moment. Thinks he's invincible. Is he invincible? Will he lose his new car? 2-year-old new car. GTR Omega lol. And then, next up, we have a new blue. NMP's chat's favorite. Tectone. So loud. And Techie feeling so good about himself right now. But that's what we want on a winning team, chat. We want ego. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, one of my personal favorites, my personal winner. Arab! Yul! Dayik Beto. He taught me that in 3 minutes. I personally think he's going to be shedding some blood out here on the field, and I look forward to it. I love my boy Rav. And let's get in to Sophia. Sophia? Don't really know her. But she's a nice person.
I can swap whenever you fuck too.
Next up, ladies and gentlemen. Tectone dancing. Just focus on Tectone dancing at this one moment. Ladies and gentlemen, Vandy, renowned WoW player, gamer, highly competitive, likes to go in there and take what's hers. Feeling good, looking good. Will she do good, though? We'll see, ladies and gentlemen. And the athlete, one of my personal favorites, Peach Jars, coming out here, the Lone Star hat. Very excited. Career, ladies and gentlemen. Soda poppin'.
Pick me out here.
I owe it all to you, man. I owe it all to you.
I know. I'm here.
Yep, I don't give a shit what he had to say. I've moved on with my career. Don't need him anymore, except WoW, coming up soon. Now, next up soon, speaking of which, the Gotcha Addict. Now, the real question is, when you see Lack, what anime girl is on his phone screen right now? You never know. And it's insane to me that such a Gacha addict can be so equally athletic. You love to see it. You don't want to look at his phone screen, though. It will make you question everything about him. Yes! Meine Freund. He is sehr gut. He's a man. Arthur. Also EU. Football, if you will. Ready to come out and do some of that, whatever Europeans do when they get out here on the football field. And the Clat Canute, ladies and gentlemen. Now, can he run longer than 10 seconds and not be out of breath?
Okay, we're ready for the win. Got the red colors just like a few days ago. I think the blue will win, but the red will win again.
The red will win again.
You guys are looking real good. My shotgun's muted? You hear me? Here we are. The teams have walked out. You look like you're ready to kill.
Yeah. They never said we had to play fair.
Who do you want to say?
How many people have you killed?
I don't talk about it on stream.
What do you think their team is lacking?
You're done. Just wait.
I think they seem to think that they're all superstars, but I think that's a problem. When you have one too many superstars on the team, they don't work together.
Too many cooks, huh?
Mm-hmm. Too many
That's
master
wild.
chefs.
I'll come over here and I'm going to ask my boy who loves to talk so much. He loves these kind of moments. Let's put him in this situation. When it comes down to the logistics of football, what do you think you have at your advantage?
We got better players.
Okay, well, there you go. Nice, simple. You love to ask him questions. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to stretch. Woo! Begin the stretch.
The national anthem.
He's showing off his nimbleness. Can anyone do this on your team, guys? Everyone do this. That's what I thought.
And we are back here watching Get Loose and Limber. Two things Nick always requests before showing up on his stream. Let me tell you something. We have a bit of a disparity here just in terms of what I feel is kind of like a sense of camaraderie. We could see Red Team much more huddled together, seemingly bound by the underdog narrative propelling them. Blue Team, however, I think a bit complacent. We have a bunch of lone mavericks, people who are in it for themselves. That's what I get there, you know? Look at some people standing up, foregoing stretching altogether. The hubris will consume them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the big thing that you can see with the Blue Team right now is they're really not out there working. It's like they've forgotten about all the work and they're just out there relaxing, seemingly having a great time, just stretching and trying to do whatever they want to do. And that's something that I think might come back to bite them.
You know, it looks like... Absolutely. It looks like we are seeing what is... And you can only catch this on the left-hand side. It looks like Bryce is teaching E-Rob how to use his feet.
Yeah, and this is something that is kind of surprising because you would think that Nick would have been the one to be the expert on that, but he seems to be mostly focused on the women.
I think Nick's there to watch.
He may be. He may be.
Let's go ahead and listen in on this. Okay.
Okay, that was horrible. Oh, no. Oh, well, that's... All right.
Well, you know, the secret weapon might be to kick the ball out of play, cancel the event altogether, get some feet off, and get the party going. But I'm just one man gazing into the abyss that is Nick Mullins' game plan.
Gotta run these fucking libtard colors.
Yeah, what do you expect to see there with... What do you expect to see there with Nick being able to actually rally these guys together?
Well, you know, here's what I've come to learn. If the views are there, they will come. However, when it comes to effort, God, oh God, do I think that we've got a real mess on our hands. It seems like we already have a sort of air of malcontent brewing here. Tectone, unhappy with the team's colors, saying, alas, we should be red. Why aren't we red? And I think I heard Liptard somewhere in there.
Oh, absolutely. No, I think that's one thing that... you know, when it's all said and done, when the game is over, I think it's time to, you know, put the colors aside and find out a way to just make sure that everybody's happy and healthy and that, you know, Nora doesn't aggressively engage Nick like that. Let's listen in.
A thin veneer of friendship being invoked here.
These shin guards like hurt.
And he's being told to go to the back of the field.
Yeah, did you see? I believe Nora just tried to take a swing at Nick.
What do you mean?
We should probably have medical over there to check on him. Did anybody see that?
Nick certainly will flail if need be. I know that's the case. Nick is not going to be one to take a hit lightly. If he believes he can get a penalty out of it, he absolutely will pursue it. So look for a lot of flops, a lot of action, a lot of acting from the blue team here. Red team, a lot of pep, but if I were to just guess based on the groups, it seems like they're probably talking about, oh, hold on. It looks like we might have a poltergeist invading the studio there, S-Fan.
Just take it this here. Take it this here.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and get patriotic here. Tectone will be hopefully singing us the national anthem. Let's go ahead and send this back to Sear on the field. Let's get American.
Wait, they're all gay?
Yeah, well, no, they can't be straight.
Oh.
Thank you very much, Wake and S-Fan. So glad to be here.
Can we mirror them? Because they're
hurt. As you can see, they're trying to coordinate how to line up on a line. It's a little difficult with a bunch of streamers. What's that, Peckies? National anthem? Okay. Oh,
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Oh, do we have somebody singing it?
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Emily, take it.
Pledge allegiance?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, sorry. The Star Spangled Banner?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh.
Or you can do the Pledge of Allegiance too if you want.
You know that one?
Chance, we are completely out of budget.
We're behind the scenes right now. Pecky's is actively crying, saying, I didn't plan this part.
Yeah, you don't do Pledge of Allegiance.
I'll lead it. I'm Austin show right now.
Play the music.
Wait, this is the wrong song.
I pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Fight! And bombs bursting in air, they took the guard that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner again.
There you go. Proof that some streamers should stick to streaming. All right.
Quick overview. Talk to them about the rules. Make sure everybody's safe, and then we're gonna get going.
We really got to make sure they're paying attention too.
Yes.
They have goldfish attention span. All right.
Okay, so me and you attack.
All right, guys. This guy's actually
The bench is over there.
Hey, everybody. Just a quick overview, okay?
Red team.
Red team. Referee. Sorry about that.
All right. I know some of you. This is probably your first day kicking the ball. Okay. Great. So main thing is just to make sure we're all safe. Okay. Two biggest things: no sliding, and we're not gonna board, body anybody into the board like you would in hockey.
You hear that, Canute?
What if it's
What'd you say? You cannot body somebody into the board. There you go, man. You cannot check somebody into the board. We don't want anybody slamming into the board. No concussions. If there's nobody around, let's just do it that way. Okay.
Huh? Can I slide tackle him?
Okay. We're moving too fast. Let's slow down. Again, as I said, safety first. Okay. Let's have fun.
What's your name, sir?
Emeka.
Emeka.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for being here today.
All right. Let's do it.
All right.
Sure, these cables won't be here right during the game. All right. You guys know where you're going. We get ball
Let
first. They got
the
first
games
pick.
begin. Thank God I'm not on the field. To those of you wondering, Seer, why are you not on the field? Just be thankful I'm not on the field. You would only be frustrated. I'm going to send you over to Ohio, where Wake and Asfin are. Wake, Asfin, how you guys doing over there?
Oh, Vincent, we're doing well. And for all the viewers that are here from the Star Spangled Banner hate thread, we just want to say we are deeply and unyieldingly apologetic for that. That was
Yeah, that
fucking
look,
awful.
I'm a red-blooded American man. Okay, that pissed me the hell off. Okay, you don't do the Pledge of Allegiance during the national anthem. They're two different things. Okay.
Please, I need everyone to know that there was no malice there. These streamers are literally too stupid to know the difference between the two.
And to be fair, I believe Tectone started that, and he's not even American, he's Canadian. Keep that in mind.
Case in point.
There you go. So.
Well, we have an electric day of football on the agenda today. We have Team Blue, led by none other than NMP the Gladiator Palom, and Team Red, led by none other than Nora, the exploring the United States and our capacity to play football. We are excited to see where things go. We have a number of little, let's call them subplots in today's game. We have a battle of the clats, Arov versus Kanuta. We have a battle of the people in pursuit of Nick's heart. Everyone.
People is a strong word. I would say streamer. You know, a class below human.
We have a battle of Arthur versus Nick Palom. How then will that materialize? Can Arthur bring himself to do the one thing Nick Palom fears most? Lose? Is it possible? Could he do it? He knows what would sunder his heart. Losing the GTR, losing his pride. Will Arthur push that button? Need he push it? These are important questions that we have not just been asking, but pleading for answers to.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one sunder, two sunders, that's something. But once you get five sunders up, at that point, there's really no holds barred. I mean, you're going to be in there full send. Nothing's really going to stop you at that point. So we're really going to see things get unhinged. We're going to see things get uncorked today, and I'm real excited to see it.
In the words of Borat, ooh la la, we have a mess ahead of us. Interesting enough, Nick has been calling himself the Messi of Austin, Texas. Whether or not that was in reference to the chicken towel or his soccer gameplay, we're unsure, but we look forward to seeing what the interpretation was today as he takes the pitch.
I believe it was his keyboard, actually.
I'd say that's ketchup, but it might be catchy. We have a number of things here. We have a number of things here to consider as we take this pitch once more, and I will.
You're an idiot.
Okay, and we are back on. Did I mention that there's a pitch? And the pitch is not just the way my voice is rising right now. There is a where
catch
we
as well,
play
isn't there?
soccer. Oh man, and Nick is asking for it.
Let's play the damn
Will
game.
He be goalie?
Go to the
Should he be?
field.
I don't think they're ready. I don't think they can take
Okay,
us
let's
yet.
just stay here and we'll just keep
like I
talking
don't think
about
Nick can take. He's got to warm up.
I think he's been warmed up.
Yeah, well, we don't know. Did he shower today or did he not? Is he full sack or is it empty? Is he leaking or is he clean? We have no idea. It all depends on how recently he had Tumble 22 fried chicken. But let that not be a distraction from the real fact that, again, we have not just material goods on the line. We have pride, a battle of egos. We have Mizkif versus NMP LOL, a war of the century. And here's the thing. Miz, now embedded in the narrative, cannot farm parasocial comments about the narrative itself unless he pulls an unprecedented maneuver and finds a way to both be in chat and on the field at the same time.
Yeah, and that's something that I really think Miz can be able to pull off. If anybody can find a way to get themselves involved in the narrative while also being reacting to the narrative, it's going to be him, without a doubt. So I think he's going to go out there and he's going to do his best to be able to really make sure that he controls that narrative, right? I mean, if he could write his own hate threads, he probably would, if we're being honest.
Oh, man, do I believe that? Everyone likes to hold the pen. Everyone does, but some people don't know what to do with it. We have to consider just how bad it could get for someone like Canute, who I've actually never seen write. I think he might be using ChatGPT. How then will Canute write the narrative of him versus Arav? Arav, a younger, potentially more agile Clat, against what is more traditionally valued in Clatdom, which is a more brutish, heavy-breathing, intense, and forthright Clat. We have a new wave of Clatdom to be considered here. Is this kind of neo-Clat, as they call them, the sensitivity, the sort of, appreciation for the finer things, which, look, we see Arav hanging out with Seer, of all people, Seer, a true connoisseur of the finer things. This is something that Canute would look at and say, why is this not chicken? Why are we not eating more chicken?
Right.
What is the pheasant? What is a pheasant? That does not sound like good. It's a small chicken. And Arav will just simply eat the chicken and say, that is good. So now we have these battle of, it's almost a cultural shift materializing before us in real time. And we have a battle of the old ways versus the new, which I expect to incite a great deal of drama.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head a minute ago there. One of you talked about the difference between the old Clatdom and the new Clatdom. Really, what Canute brings to the table here, wisdom, experience, right? This is something that you can't teach wisdom, you can't teach experience. You have to go out there and you have to get your hands dirty, okay? Canute is weathered, he is hard, he is battle hardened from years and years of experience. And Arav, he's a young pup. He's out there, and while he does have the ability to go out there as a Clat and do Clat things, he doesn't have that sort of wisdom and that experience that you need. And whereas Arav will put his head down and he'd eat that pheasant, and you tell him it's chicken, he says okay.
Yes.
He doesn't ask why, and Canute asking the why, being that intellectual wise man that he is really what is going to set him apart today. And I think that the young man's not ready to take over just yet.
It's evoking a sort of proto-Clat ideal, one that we saw maybe in the age of Ragnar Lothbrok, the Vikings of old, the inquisitive nature of, we're raiding the Scots, but why?
But why? Absolutely.
And these aren't asked anymore. It's just not happening. So we expect to see a real kind of culture war on the field today. Speaking of which, we have a culture war in its own right, and that is one led by Tectone. And I'm not talking about the one on Twitter. I'm talking about the one on the field. We have what's going on between Tectone, Well, a gotcha addict in his own right, not quite. One could even maybe bring into question the authenticity of his gotcha fandom, whereas we have Lakari, who's a tried and true. Regardless of what the weather may bring, he will be there spending thousands of dollars both on and off stream on these games. Do we think that maybe we are going to see a difference in ideology there? Maybe Tectone is only going to be paying off the refs while the camera's on, whereas Lakari's going to continue to pay the refs continuously even after the fact because he's like, oh, I didn't know we could stop.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great question. And like you said, Lakari might just do something and he might not even know, right? I don't even know we can stop. It's a great way of putting it. And that's the real difference that you're going to see here. Lakari might be playing the game tomorrow. He might not even know the game is over. He might not even know the stream is on. He's just going to go out there and he's going to play his heart out regardless.
Man, oh man, is he there to win, not to farm. He's a real winner. And let me tell you something, that authenticity goes a ways, ladies and gentlemen. We have a couple of newcomers here bringing in what I imagine to be a true unknown. And these unknowns are exciting in a universe like this where, frankly, you're seeing the same people over and over and over again until you want to fucking puke. So what are we going to see out of someone like, let's say, Sophia or Strong Waifu? Two completely unknown variables with no real listed history as athletes.
Well, I mean, there's nothing I like better than not having a history except for one thing, and that's a girl. So no history and a girl on, that's, you know, I'm there to watch. So I don't really care, but I'm excited to see it. It's going to be very fun to see. Very fun to see.
Well, let's go ahead, clear this chat, clear our internet histories, and throw it down to the field where we will get into the thick of it. We have Team Blue versus Team Red. Not the one that happened 2 days ago. This will be a lot more fun.
All right, I'm very excited that we can finally get started here, and that we could stop on our own accord, holding up the entire game as casters in the booth, as opposed to those on the field.
It seems as if we're just going with a red team starting the ball there. Nora showing just how adept she is with her feet, and man, oh man, do we see why she got the invite today. Kicking it over to the wings there. Strong Waifu gonna advance it past the midfield line. And Nora there taking control of it. Arthur kicking it out to her, and it gets intercepted by Fandy. What a defense.
The big thing that you're going to need to see here is time of possession. That is the key. The key to victory in this game is going to be time of possession.
I agree. They've been talking nonstop about how important top is. I was hearing it all in the pregame. Nick saying, we need top. We need top. I need top. Top. Mr. Arthur said, I can do top. Everyone's talking about TOP, time of possession today.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that top is what's going to win the game for these guys. And that top really comes from what? Ball control and ball skills. Don't just get the ball and hand it off immediately, pass it to somebody immediately. I am very, very excited to see the ball skills of somebody like a Fandy out there on the field. Right now, looks like we have a penalty.
Oh, okay. So it seems as though not learning from Hipgate, we had a hip check there. NMP onto Mizkif.
Okay, well.
Lakari taking the ball in goal. It seems like they're ruling in favor of the red team. We're going to see if they can advance the ball past the midline there and get it over to the offensive end. Miz with a big old kick there, but it has been intercepted once more. Nora advancing the game, but E-Rob doing his best Chris Brown cosplay, ready to hit a woman.
Yeah, that's hopefully that's not something that we see today. But if it is, then that is we have medical out there to make sure everything's okay.
Ooh, it looks like Miz is just going for a Hail Mary there from halfway through the field there. E-Rob trying to intercept Nora. And man, oh man, he is just knocking her the fuck over. What a jackass.
I was really, really disappointed in that. Oh, what a save by Lakari.
With a save.
Wonderful save by Lakari there. As you can see, he went down, he closed in on the ball as it came in low into the near post. Keeping his eyes up. Great save.
Yeah. I'm actually hearing word from the field. That's the first time anyone has ever praised Lakari for saving.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
He spends a lot of money.
He doesn't really know. He really doesn't know how to feel about that one.
And we have really that TOP, that top we're talking about, seeming to be dominated by Blue. They're having a hard time advancing it, but thank God for the defensive prowess of none other than Lakari Nochin. His second save of the match. My, oh my, I can hear his bank account filling up in real time.
Yeah,
Miz just trying to kick it as hard as he can.
Yeah, something that I hope that we see here is a little bit more wisdom Nick just seems to be shooting as often as he can, as opposed to being real selective with his shots.
And it looks like they found the back of the net there. I believe that might have been Arav. Showing that neo-clad wave of culture there, but maybe it's Erob. I have no idea who scored that. It was a whirlwind of action there on the field.
Yeah,
Nick
absolutely.
Paula was down there on the offensive end, juggling balls like Asian women. It was a spectacle.
Yeah, it was really, really exciting to see. Seeing that dexterity on display, really a Rob moving up and down the field, being wise with his positioning, which is something that we thought might not be something we see today from a Rob. We have red team on the offensive now. Rob going in, playing a little bit of defense. Nora with the ball, former college athlete, or excuse me, former club U17 athlete.
Mr. Arthur just going for boots here. Strong waifu, finding her own thing, going for a cross there. Nora in scoring position. Can she find it? And no, but Julia there on the aggressor. And she is absolutely pummeling Rhyme. Chat is ecstatic. It doesn't matter who wins. They got a small win out of that, let me tell you.
And that's really what it's about. It's about small wins. You know, oh, okay, that's a
Rhyme,
small loss there, actually, with a horrible punch.
Punishing his team by unnecessarily trying to show just how far he can kick the ball like a 7-year-old at recess.
Yeah, I mean,
hey,
this
guys,
is something
this
is something you'll see often whenever streamers are out there, because they haven't really had much social interaction beyond their elementary years. Mr. Arthur with the ball. Out there on offense, passing the ball to Nora.
Always.
The Europeans seem to have a plan. It's almost as if this is the main thing they did growing up. Canute getting in there like a bull in the china shop, running forward, and the ball goes out against Erob, I believe.
You know, they want to turn all the shops into China shops. That's what they heard.
And that is why Canute is here to put a stop to that. You know, as a red-blooded American man, he's trying to make sure that they are American shops from China, but they're not Chinese shops in America. That is something Canute is very adamant about.
We have a stoppage in the action here. It seems as if Canute kicked the ball so hard it actually went ahead and orbited the Earth once, rendering it out of play despite it having landed in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
But Canute will be trying to just kick the ball as hard as he fucking can here. That seems to be the red team's modus operandi. Just kicking. Bryce grabbing the ball out of the sky. Potentially a handball, but I know that they stop play if you kick it into the rafters there. Canute doesn't seem to care. He said, look at how hard I kicked it. Bryce showing some of that athletic prowess there. He was a state champion soccer player in New England, I believe.
Yeah, it was. It was New England that he was a state championship soccer player in the 6th grade. After that, he quit playing sports and really just lived off of that success for the rest of his life.
There it
Ball
is.
goes out to Nick.
Gladiator there.
So one of the things that you'll see with NMP here today, and this is something having myself having played in two OTK Game Day Soccers, one of which I was the MVP of, and the other one I won. Made the game-saving goal, or excuse me, stopped a goal from being scored at the end of the game in order to win. 2-0, by the way. I played with Nick, and Nick is a phenomenal positioner. You know, he'll go out there and he'll cherry pick and he'll find a way to score. Oh. Okay, there it is, just trying to nail it from across the field again.
Man, oh man, have we just been watching two teams kick shit as hard as they can. No real tact, no real objective, just booting it. Mr. Arthur there trying to show just how capable of scoring he actually is, despite evidence to the contrary. And it seems as though Russell stops him from scoring once more. Story of his life. Man, oh man, is Russell a whore.
Absolutely. This guy has really been whoring it up lately, and you know, we're hoping to see some of that again out there today. We've got Nick versus Miz out there. Julia coming in and playing very aggressively. That was a little bit of contact there as he passes it back, but it gets intercepted by Mr. Arthur. Looks like Mr. Arthur is intercepting what remains of that play. And we
But
get
Bryce
reset here.
finding it in himself to just be in the way. Nick Pollum showing that gladiator footwork as he makes his way up the field, but again, blocked by the big Icelandic, the big boy, the wall. Canute. Adolf, the wall breaker. None other than a force of change, doing his best, but man, God, is it hard to move those big clap bodies at appreciable speed. We have a person going down there. Are they okay?
That was
Are they pulling a card? Or did Tecto just injure someone?
Yeah, that looked pretty legitimate. I would call that a flagrant, a technical, and a full send. Now, keep in mind, Nora is
grabbing her foot.
Now, I would like to make it clear, Nora is a former U17 soccer player. She was going to play on the women's national team. She was going to be playing on the women's national team. And Tectone is distraught right now because he says, oh my goodness, I was seeing how close I could fly to the sun without getting canceled. Did I get one more inch closer or did I get burned? We'll find out soon.
Well, I can smell the wax of those wings melting right now. Tectone throwing a real haymaker into the foot of a woman with a history of injury. She's walking it off, though. Hopefully we see her return to play as she is integral to the win condition of the red team.
Now, I would like to make it very clear here, again, because of her experience, she could be faking this entire thing. She is a role player.
Which is something we have to consider.
Yeah, she is a role player, so she has a little bit of acting experience, and on top of that, playing soccer for so long, playing football for so long, this could be par for the course.
I'm unsure of who subbed in here, but Miz is just going to kick that thing as hard as he can anyway.
Yeah, it looks like these guys are really focusing on clearance today. Yeah, they're focusing on clearance.
Is that Mary Maybe? I think we have Mary Maybe there in her stead. And let me tell you something, she is more of a formidable presence than I anticipated there, really showing her ability to just be where she needs to be.
So there's something that goes on here, and it's about the mental game of soccer and one-on-one matchups. Oftentimes people have a little bit of, a little bit of wherewithal about who they are versus who they're going against. And if you're a bigger guy, you might be a little bit worried if you go up against Mary and you don't want to impose too much physicality upon her. Now, if she goes one-on-one against E-Rob, then I think that will not be an issue whatsoever, and I hope to see that matchup.
And a replay there on the save by Rhyme there. Always finding a way to get in the way. That's what he does best, and that's why he's goalie today. Tectone seeing if he can take out another small woman with a real boot to the body.
Absolutely, and like most weebs say, the smaller the better. So Tectone is trying to take them all out.
And what a dive there by Fandy. Mary Maybe flailing in hopes of getting some contact with the ball to no avail, but what a boot there from Ryan, progressing the ball forward. We have Gladiator and MP Pollum with a big kick, but Lakari, the brick house, not letting it happen today here on the pitch in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, really a phenomenal save by Lakari there, making sure that he has his head up, especially since these guys are trying to send it from across the field. You can tell that the fatigue is starting to set in. And we talked about getting that top up earlier. They are letting go of that. They are losing that sort of strategy. They're not playing with good ball control. They're not dribbling the ball down the field. They're not passing to each other. They're basically just clearing the ball as soon as they can touch it. And the fact that they haven't gotten an offsides penalty at this point is, that is beyond me. But we'll see if they can find a way to reel this thing in.
E-Rob really doing his best to make something happen, but really just to no avail, it seems, over and over and over again. Canute going with the big boot, and he's, it seems, just trying to score every time he kicks the ball, regardless of where he is on the field, which is exactly the brutishness I expect from the old Clat.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Bryce doing his best to move that ball forward, but oh yeah, Miz is not compromising today, willing to take a woman out if it means he gets ahead.
Now, if you notice, Miz did change jerseys with E-Rob. He's actually wearing E-Rob's old jersey, and that was kind of a deceptive tactic in order for him to be able to take a page out of E-Rob's book, as you just saw on full display.
Everyone knows what L means when they see it, so it's certainly a bit of a misdirection maneuver there. Nick really playing with those balls like he's in the shower.
Yeah, I'll say, by the way, that was an incredible attempt by E-Rob there. Great positioning, just wasn't able to finish. And
And a couple of whiffs, and E-Rob fucking ruins it once more there, kicking it all the way into the rafters like he's kicking for the heavens. Lakari, what a presence in goal, despite having lost 1 point. I mean, for the amount of shots he's seen, I'm nothing but impressed. And look at that tactical boot over to Canute, sending everyone downfield so we can get a clean clear.
Absolutely. I'm a little bit disappointed here, again, talking about that time of possession, talking about being able to get the ball down the field. A little bit disappointed in what we're seeing in the red team. We really want to see that red wave take over. T10 Nat is now on the field, going the whole 10 inches.
Everyone's yumping there. Emily making some contact with the ball there and progressing it upfield. Mr. Arthur seemingly content to let Bryce just take it from him. Man, oh man, does that describe his dating life?
Oh, it really does. I couldn't have said it better myself.
From Canute! With no real objective, he just continued. No, it did not. He just continues to send it.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable play by Canute. But the defense does come up big, and they clear it, but it goes back, and now they're going to clear it again with no passing, of course, just like I thought. Rob now has the ball, and he might be able to make a play here. Nope, he tries to shoot it from about 80 yards out.
And man, oh man, do we just continue to kick it into the netting? Lakari, got to go ahead and give us one of those big, will they, won't they, deceptive boots there. Does it go? And what a clear that was there.
Oh, great.
Into Old Clat. New Clat into Old Clat. Battle we do.
Yeah, that was a big one. That's a big 1v1 matchup that we're very excited to continue to see for the remainder of this game.
The big Viking with the battle axe. Can he get a boot off? We will see. E-Rob.
Oh, what an attempt. That was honestly a beautiful play by E-Rob, having the patience. Good attempt by Lakari, but unfortunately he was not able to corral the ball in, and it bounces off.
What we have here, E-Rob with a great kick there. Lakari actually saves it, but then what E-Rob did was he tactically put his head down, showing that kind of Fruity Loops vomit color that he has in his hair. Evoking a sort of nausea in Lakari, he drops the ball and scores. So advanced tactics from E-Rob, using all of his worst attributes to his advantage.
Yeah, I'll be honest, that was a very, very good heads-up play by E-Rob, and you don't get that without game sense. Or heads down, really, yeah, without game sense. So him having that game sense, the wherewithal of being in the right position and being able to finish is something that has been a great, great boon to the blue team today.
I mean, I'll tell you what, man, for someone who's just so, routinely on bottom, he's really paying mind to top today.
Oh, absolutely. Lakari almost had that one get away from him. Now, keep in mind, those gloves that they're wearing, they're soft, but they don't necessarily have a great amount of grip. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a save or two go bad coming up. It's happened before.
Canute advancing up to T10 Nat. Nat, really showing her speed there. Her legs are moving, but her body's kind of staying in place. It's a deceptive tactic there. Canute probably going to try to score again. Let's go ahead and see it. And he is. And honestly, maybe they're closest to a shot on goal so far today.
Yeah, I mean, really what we need to see is not so much Canute shooting from across the field nonstop, which I did say that he was going to do before the game. I really want to see them work the ball down the field. That is how you score. The best way to score is to be able to work the ball down the field, and you see Arthur attempting to do that, but he is just getting covered by women nonstop. Fandy has been all over him. He's had, pretty much the entirety of the blue team has been all over him, but especially Fandy.
Man, with how all over him the women are, you'd question how he's failed to score.
Well, and really, he's just a good guy. He's a good guy, and he's going out there and he's trying to play it safe. And I think that's smart. He doesn't want to catch a card or a case.
Lakari with a backwards clear there, going to the Old Clat. And Mizkif hopefully going to try to score here again. But no, he goes with an actual productive advancement here. Red team kind of at odds with themselves as they struggle to coordinate. Bryce being taken a once more. Bryce down, as they say, not Bryce up. And the Gladiator will
Great attempt, to be honest. Great attempt, to be honest. Shot from a little far out, but it was still a wonderful attempt, and he probably made the right play at the right time. If you see, they're closing in on him, takes the shot, in that replay. Beautiful job by production right there, and a great save by Lakari.
Not on Lakari's watch, he said, but it looks like the Gladiator will be able to clear this up. No. Ooh, a battle of lovers. Mr. Arthur versus NMP LOL. I don't know what Mr. Arthur thinks he's guarding against, but that was not right. Oh, and Arov finding the seam in the defense there. A quick kick as he huffs and puffs and blows the house down. The big bad wolf, the big Nordic, the blonde behemoth. We have none other than Arov taking another one for Team Blue.
A great shot by Arov, but I want to go back. Can we see that replay one more time? Production, if we can see that replay one more time, what you see here is Mizkif goes out and he blocks. He stands in a good position, blocks the ball, but he overcommits to one side, while on the flip side, Lakari is playing at near post, and he should have been playing that far post and staying, keeping that backside covered because Mizkif was on the front side, and that mispositioning. Unfortunately,
you can actually watch Mizkif enter bullet time like he's Neo from the Matrix and do everything in his power to avoid that second shot. You can see him contort his body like an acrobat. Wait, we have the big Nordic coming down here.
Yeah, absolutely. We call that an Olay.
Yeah, we've got the withered, the older Clat there, making his way down the field. Arthur seeing if he can make anything happen for himself, but it seems as if he will not. Juliakins with an interception there, trying to keep the ball on the red side, something that they have not been able to do so far this game.
Yeah, one thing.
What a cross there from Tecton.
How did that? I don't know how that found a way to get in. I don't know if anybody knows how that found a way to get in.
Scandinavian connection. Canoe with a cross to Nora. Nora with an utter snipe.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
Beautiful shot. And just enough curve on that ball to get it right inside of the post. Phenomenal shot by Nora. That semi-professional soccer experience coming into play.
Nick finding his way to the
beautiful. Oh my God. Nick.
An immediate response.
Damn,
I've
Nick.
said it before, and I've say it again. He's juggling that ball like a bunch of Asian streamers.
Damn, Nick. Nick coming in there. A great move. Great move going behind the back of the foot, dribbling across two people, and Lakari being put on an island, not being put in a good position. The rest of his team honestly failing him there. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to be able to score there. And Nick pulled it off with a beautiful, beautiful setup to himself.
Nora trying to find herself another seam there, looking for anything she can, but it seems we've left the first quarter. Time is winded down, and blue team is on a real tear. What an avalanche they were unloading on Lakari. Even his defensive prowess could not uphold that red defense.
Absolutely. Look, I'll tell you, I was impressed, very impressed by blue team today, coming in there and they're able to move the ball down the field. They got a little bit lazy halfway through the first half. They got a little bit lazy. You saw them clearing the ball a lot, which is what the red team also was doing. And unfortunately, it's what the red team continued to do while the blue team decided to break it down a little bit, start passing, get the ball down the field through footwork, ball control, and using their teamwork as a whole, and Nick being able to go in there and finish. Very, very impressive play by Nick at the end. Do we have a replay of that available? Can we watch that one more time? That was incredibly, incredibly impressive by Nick going in there. The other 2 goals, I believe it was. Is it 3-0? Can we get a score update on that?
Now, see, we can really see exactly what happened. So right now, the score is 4-1.
Oh, 4-1. Sorry. So I was completely wrong on the score, and I deleted those last 2 scores from the board.
Score is 4-1.
But hey, listen, we're 4-1 right now. We're 4-1 right now. That's right. Nora had a beautiful, beautiful score coming in that cross from the wing from Canute. Actually, beautiful, beautiful cross from Canute coming in and having the wherewithal to be able to score there. Just a little bit of curve on the ball just to be able to get it in there. Russell did not see it coming, and that's really what they need to do. And that's something the red team did not do for the entirety of the first half up until the very end. They have to move the ball towards the goal.
What we never saw was the prowess of the goalkeeper be challenged. I mean, Lakari's probably seen upwards of 10 to 12 shots on goal. I'm convinced that we've really only seen one from Russell. Russell with maybe 1 to 2 saves in total on maybe 3 shots. Now, it's a great percentage, but is it a real indicator of his capacity to tend goal? I'm not convinced yet.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to use in there. No, I think you're absolutely
however,
right.
Is the brilliance in Nick Pollum's strategy, which was to pick everyone who actually runs. Anyone who has been documented having ran in the last 1 to 2 years was selected for Nick Pollum's team. Some would call that foul tactics. I call that good team building. You do want someone who runs.
No, absolutely. You need to have some people who run, and you need to have some people who know what they're doing. And whenever you have nobody who knows what they're doing, then the only thing that you really need is people that can run. And blue team has done that quite well. Now, to be honest with you, let's not take away everything from red team. I know the score is 4-1, but this game, to be honest with you, is much closer than people give it credit for. Lakari has done a phenomenal job of saving. Do we have? I'm sure we have somebody collecting stats. We don't have them right now, but he's saved many shots so far. And Russell has not really been tested. Russell has not been tested this game, and again, the reason for that is because the red team is going with it with a completely wrong strategy of essentially just clearing the ball, no possession. They have to work the ball down the field, and when you have players like Mr. Arthur and Nora on the field who have it is in their blood to play soccer.
Well, the thing about Mr. Arthur and Nora is that they're both famously scoreless, both on the field and off. Nora, however, just now becoming someone who had scored, Nora the explored almost, we could say, because she has done it. She's figured it out. The game is turning, and there is a great deal of intensity to explore, but let's go ahead, ease the tension, send you back down to Sear, and see what kind of entertainment OTK's brought for you today at halftime. Thank you. Take it away, Sear.
I'd love to.
Thank you very much, Wake S fan. Oh my God, controversial game, but awesome. I've been watching, eyes glued to the turf, whatever it's called. Techie here, bad boy of the day. There's always got to be a bad boy. I mean, what do you have to say about what happened out there?
I mean, I'll be real. I mean, these women, they be getting out of line. Somebody's got to do it to them. NMP said he needs to win, so fuck, if somebody needs to hit him, I'll do it. Fuck it. That's what my daddy taught me. It's a shame I don't got a Bud Light in my hand, but I mean, shit, I'll do it twice. Come at me again, it'll happen again.
So you will, if it takes you getting out there and getting violent again, you will do what it takes?
I'll tackle her ass. Like, I give a fuck.
And
it's the nature of the game.
Do you think your team loves that about
Absolutely. That's what Nick told me to do. Nick said hurt her. I was like, all right, whatever you say, boss.
Soda Poppin' Morris, right here. What do you have to say about your performance out there on the field?
I've been giving it my all. Really been laying it all on the court. Trying to get some points.
Yeah.
It hasn't quite been hitting lately. They've been playing dirty and killing our star players, hurting them. So we're probably going to have to counter and start stabbing them. At least some injuries make it subtle enough to hurt them and, incapacitate, but not entirely kill. Something along those lines seems to be what we need to do to come back.
So you are in favor of escalation to violence, basically?
I mean, we still remember the classic picture with Russell or Rob leaning over Russell.
Yeah.
We've got a new one of those that just dropped, but with Tectone and Nora. And who's to say we can't have multiple in this season of OTK Gameday?
Yeah. We love insecure men out there hurting people day in and day out. If that's Miz, if that's Techie, it is who it's got to be. And I can finally get you off camera, which I'm sure you're thankful for.
Absolutely.
All right, fuck off now. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the comedy.
All-star goalie right here.
So,
thank you.
From your perspective out there, what did it look like that was going on with Techie? What's it look like that's going on with your team and Nora? How's it feeling out there?
No, I mean, Tectone for sure targeted her. It was a targeted attack. There's actually a bounty out on her.
Yeah.
So we're trying to actually make sure she gets injured to get a better pay.
Yeah.
At least that's what I'm hearing. So, I'm not a part of it, but I have heard some collusion.
So you're out there doing this. What are you doing when you're out there? Are you catching those balls or those strong kicks?
Oh, I'm catching balls, and they're strong. They're strong balls to catch.
Yeah.
But I'm good at it. I can do that.
Yeah. And are they doing damage?
I mean, yeah, doing a lot of damage, mostly to my butt. But when I'm out there and I'm trying to catch them, I'm ready. That's the thing. I'm locked in. I got the gloves on. It's perfect.
Yeah. Could you maybe do a little bit of comedy for us?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Why the chicken cross the road?
Why? And this is why I love you. You're so fucking
To get to
funny.
the other side.
Dude, You are so fucking
Oh,
funny.
of course. Anytime. I mean, really.
I'll never waste my fucking time again. All right, let's go around. Let's capture a little bit more interviews. Rob, sorry to interrupt you. I'm going around, I'm doing interviews. How's it feeling, your first game out there, playing with these North Americans in a football, if you will? How's it going?
Ja, vi älskar detta landet så... I had fun. I've been playing, kicking.
Yeah.
I feel I'm not the same shape as when I was 15.
Okay. And what would you say your weakness is out there?
My weakness is honestly, it is cardio. I'm a diabetic. I'm a diabetic in development.
Oh, pre-diabetic.
I'm pre-diabetic, so I'm doing my best, but I know there are many problems.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You look great out there.
Thank you
You're
so
doing
much.
one hell of a job.
Thank you so much. I'm trying my best.
Yeah. Keep it up.
Going. Thank you so much. Det är gift, vet du.
Det är gift, vet du?
Det är gift, vet du.
Det är gift, vet du?
Det är gift.
Lack, thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
Lack, you're out there catching balls, left, right, boom, 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 boom. What do you have to say about the ones that you missed?
No, man, I just missed them. It feels bad.
Do you know when you're sucking, or does it just happen?
It just happens. I feel like I'm letting my team down. It feels bad.
No, you're actually, what do you have to say about your opposite team's strength? Why are they doing this?
I don't know, they're really powerful, man. It just feels like just a wall.
You know some motherfuckers, though, they come out during halftime, they come back out as a fucking even leveled up beast. And I feel like that could be you out there.
You think so?
Lack doesn't need to power up. He's doing great. It's his defense, man. Lack has done nothing. He's done his job every single fucking time.
Do you fear?
Them scoring on you is not your fault, man. You're
Do
doing
you
your
fear
best.
for your safety when you're out there on the field with him?
A little bit. I saw what he did.
Someone's got to get hurt and someone's got to get an LSF hate thread.
That's true.
What's that, Peckies?
And it might as well be Dick Tone.
Yeah, true. I mean, you got to have the fall guy. I'm going to go over, I'm going to talk to, Mizzy Wizzy.
Yep.
You're out there. You're on your A game. This time you didn't hurt anybody. It's Techie. He's out there. Some say he's belligerent. Some say he's drunk, violent. Could you smell any alcohol on him out there?
No, but I can smell defeat if I keep staying on defense, so I think I'm going to have to go midfield.
Oh, are you saying that you're not really happy with your position out there?
Well, we're not going to win, so I have to start scoring because the problem we have is no one's scoring besides Nora. So I need to go up there, and I just need to start shooting nonstop. Because I've been playing defense, but it's just not going to work because we're not getting enough shots in. Bryce is too good at the game. So now it's time for me to hurt Bryce.
Yeah, just go out there and take that position. That's yours.
I'm going to fuck that dude up right there. Yo, Bryce. After this, get him out of your right with me. We're going for a ride. I'm taking a ride with me.
In the middle of nowhere. Yeah.
Red, let's go.
I'm going to fuck you up now.
What'd you say?
I'm going midfield, bitch.
Me too.
Mid, in. Oh, no.
I mean, if you really wanted to get hurt, you just put him in the car with Canute and he'll read chat while driving.
I'm going midfield.
Will there be a rotation swap out on Miz's team? Will anybody get hurt? We don't know yet, but we're going to send it back to S-Fan and Wake. Guys, how you doing over there in Ohio?
We're doing great out here in Ohio right now. Wake?
Hello, S-Fan. How are we today? Welcome back.
You're peppy.
Yep, peppy.
Yeah, you're okay. You're okay. You good? You seem like a little.
I'm good. Can we talk about football?
Yeah, absolutely. So
a great South American pastime, they say.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, the big thing that we're going to see, I think, Miz adjustments in the second half. Miz talked about how the biggest issue with their team is they're not scoring, and as per usual, Miz is looking at the solution instead of. Or really the answer and not the solution. So he is trying to go out there and score, but I don't know if he knows how to do it. So he's going to be moving out there, playing on the offensive side of the field, moving up a little bit, playing the midfield or maybe even the forward position. And the thing that I worry about, and I do want to commend him for, he's played fairly smart. He's kept his legs under him. What do you think?
Well, you know, between the two defenders, we see one who's tried to score every time. Miz is trying to score about half the time. Other times, he's actually tried to advance the ball up the field. A lot of people say the biggest problem is that they're not scoring, but I was actually just reading a handful of tweets from critics today, people talking about what they could be doing better. And the diagnosis of the red team seems to be today that, we're getting this from Football International, that they fucking suck, is what it says. So we're going to see if they can correct that today out there on the field. Unsure of what their plan is, but moving some people from offense to defense might help.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Oh, and you're seeing the aggression coming right out the gate from, is that Strong Waifu? Okay, let's see if the red team can work on that time of possession. That is what we're looking for today, and that is not what we got in the first half. It was rough. Maybe Mizkif playing a little bit more offensively is going to be able to help that, because he's kept his legs under him. He's played smart today, and I'm proud to see that.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because Canute was a real factor for them in that, yes, he's responsible for their one goal, but also he was kicking it out of bounds like it was a moment of silence on his own stream. He was really just finding a way to stop play, and that kind of stoppage and those turnovers, that was really ruining Arthur's capacity to get top, which we know he's in search of right now.
Oh, absolutely. And you're seeing he's still going for that top with Nick right now, but Nick is keeping it all away from him until it gets cleared. Looks like that was Canute who was able to get a foot on it.
Well, and what a classic battle there. Nick and Arthur fighting for who gets top.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But looks, just like that, they gave it away. Looks like Blue's got the ball. Rob going in. No, excuse me. Red has the ball again. Canute trying to play a little bit smarter against a Rob, using that wisdom to his advantage, playing with leverage against a Rob. The footwork coming into play in a serious one-on-one situation. The big change in the second half being a Miz moving up front, but for some reason he decides to clear the ball from midfield.
Our sports science experts are actually, our sports science experts just phoned it in, actually. Apparently, an entire Thanksgiving feast worth of calories were expended in that exchange between Canute and Arav.
Oh, yeah, 100%. A high calorie expenditure situation. Big opportunity to score here from Miz. He was in good position, but unable to finish, which has been a problem for him for years.
Bryce with a loose jog. One could say he's not taking it too seriously. But, oh, Nick with a breakaway. It's just him with the goal.
Oh, my goodness. That is a
brick wall in his own right. They save it, clearing the ball up potentially. But wait, the Gladiator gets top once more.
Absolutely, and that was an unbelievable save by Lakari coming in. Not the wisest thing he could have possibly done, because we could have seen a terrible injury there as well, but he was able to go in there and save it. Let's see if he can keep it up. The ball is coming back towards them. They have possession. They're taking it out. Again, they're trying to clear the ball. Is that Chance Morris out there? And oh my goodness, saved by the post.
What you can see there is Lakari utilizing his environment to his advantage, angling his iridescent noggin against the light, and he saves it once more. NMP Lowell with a stop of play. Let's see what they're ruling on the field.
It's likely going to be a card here, Wake. I couldn't imagine a world where Nick is not carded for that play there.
Well, it seems like Nick went for the I'm going to just kick the goalie over and over again approach, which I do believe is, as of 2020, banned in competitive play.
Yeah, and this is not a recent rule change, but it's something that a lot of people don't know from America.
What a kick there from Canute, clearing the ball up to Nora, their striker. Can she find a seam in that defense?
No, but it looks like she found a seam in her foot. She might have just cracked her foot right there, kicking the ball as hard as she could into the wall twice in a row.
Lakari with yet another save. My God!
Once again, diving
America's
space.
Calling him. They're wondering what's going on. What happened to your spending patterns? You're saving today, my friend. Money's going up, and the banks are worried.
Beautiful play by Lakari, diving face first into that soccer ball to save it. I don't know why I keep calling it a football. The Europeans on the field are confusing me.
Oh, man, and they are confusing Nick as well. Boy, oh boy, is Mr. Arthur spun him into conflict. Another clean clear up there right to Canute.
Chance Morris, having left the house for the first time in the last 7 months, is very gassed right now. He's been running for approximately what was that? Our statistician just said 47 seconds the entire game, and he is completely gassed.
Nora in scoring position here. They actually have advanced the ball. Nora with a bit of a slide and a miss. Tectone wearing a hoodie?
Yeah, I'm starting to be a little bit disappointed by Nora's performance after that great shot she had earlier. It seems like she's almost like Gumby out there, just kind of flopping around. I don't know if that's a strategy thing or how she's been coached.
Oh, Julia with a takedown.
Yeah,
and she stepped over.
teabag.
Looking like AI over Tai Lu.
You can say that again. Because I don't know what that means.
It's Tatooine.
Ah.
With a big clear there, Fanny going for goal to no avail. The blue team shooting their shot, but Eric ready to bulldoze any woman who gets in his way. Nick Pollum finding it there in the corner against his former roommate and former lover here, Soda, and Canute with a boot.
And Canute coming in again, trying to kick the ball as hard as he can immediately. It was a good idea to try and clear there, but unfortunately it did stay in, on their side of the field. Blue team keeps the ball on their side of the field. And Nick is
playing soccer like
wise.
Captain Falcon.
Yeah, oh,
He's
absolutely.
spamming B.
Absolutely. LaCory coming in,
with a
playing a smart
takedown on
play.
Nick. The Gladiator have fallen.
Ooh, and that is out. But wait, what? How did? What was? What was the trajectory on that? That was like a
all
90.
the way up into the rafters, and it bounced back. He actually hit the steel beam at the very top.
That was like a 90-degree angle.
Thank God there's no jet fuel on that ball.
Oh, absolutely. Another shot coming in from Nick, bounces off. Canute has the ball, passes it up to Miz. Miz is on offense. Again, we did not see Miz on offense for the entirety of the first half. They changed his position there on the sheet.
Strong waifu finding Nora, who's stripped by Tectone.
Now, you can see Nora is out there with a little bit of a limp. I don't know if she is playing through an injury. And
Russell with the attitude of a power-tripping hall monitor there.
Wow, we almost got hit by that.
You shall not pass.
Yeah, E-Rob getting the ball here, moving down the left side, going up. He has an opportunity to pass here, but no, he is going to try and shoot on his own against Arthur instead of making the easy play. And Arav being patient and waiting for the shot, finishes the play against LaCory. Their defense was in a horrible position, and the offense was in a wonderful position. Coming in there, finishing, and LaCory is battered and bruised, having saved about 15 shots on goal today, but unfortunately,
LaCory, potentially the only bright spot in the red team performance thus far. He has done nothing but send the ball to the heavens and pray for the best. LaCory really doing what no one thought he could do, which was one, save, and two, turn the tides of battle. He's become a real warrior for the red. Blue team, however, just what an unrelenting assault on goal it's been.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Predator gameplay, we could say.
Well, big time Predator gameplay. And with 12 minutes remaining on the clock for this game, red team is going to have to pull out a miracle. We have not seen a game snowball like this in an OTK Gameday matchup yet. So I'm really hoping Nora, who again was the team captain of her U17 soccer team and was going to be playing on the women's national team before she had her horrible, horrific injury. I hope she takes over.
I believe we have a substitution there. Someone, an unknown member, has made their way to the red team.
I cannot tell who that is.
It's looking like the Fangdom? LaCory with quite a punt there, right into the hands of NMP Lowell, but we have some defensive presence there. LaCory going for the big dive. What a play! Selling out and saving up. This man is sending it, using the noggin, maybe notching a concussion there. He's shaking it off, but, he's kind of twitching.
Yeah, there's something happening there. I mean, he is battered and bruised. He's played phenomenal today. They have been scored on quite a bit, but when the entire game the ball has been on his side of the field, you can't really blame the guy for letting up a few scores.
Going for a slight toss there. Strong Waifu actually with a real precision pass there to Nora. Nora's going to have to get the fuck over it and use her broken-ass feet to score here with an opportunity. Russell!
Wonderful shot.
Saves it!
Shot. But it was...
Russell!
Great save by Russell. Not enough power behind the shot, but the precision, being able to move up the field and actually being able to make the shot. We need to see more of that. Stop trying to shoot from midfield. Okay, we got to move up there. Vebe has the ball. Vebe moves up, passes the ball to Nora, and so let's see if Nora can finish with the precision that we just talked about. Nora coming in with the big finish and getting on the board for the second time.
You know, you can see Nick in conflict. On one hand, he just lost a point. On the other hand, he watched Nora finish.
Beautiful play by Vebe and Nora there. Being able to have some good teamwork, and Nora playing with that precision and that wherewithal that you need. Somebody with the experience that she has.
Tectone dancing.
And wearing a hoodie for some reason.
Oh, well, Tectone, he lives by the code Drip or Drown. He kept his chains on, his hat on, his hoodie on. Tectone is going to be nothing if not poorly dressed.
Oh, you never know what you're going to get. Bryce getting the ball here.
And intercepted by E-Rob, taking it from his own teammate, looking for his opportunity to be at the center of attention. Mr. Arthur with quite a kick, on goal even. Russell showing those brick paws he's got, not really catching that ball. And right to Nora.
Yeah, hold back.
Yeah, you can tell Nora is, she seems to be a little bit gassed.
Not so willing to explore the offensive end there. Nora seems to be running out of fuel there. Can Mizkif pick up the pace? For someone who made the switch to offense, he doesn't seem to be making a lot of motion there. Kind of defaulting to whatever Blue wants to do.
Without a doubt. And I think the big thing that you'll see here in these games is oftentimes somebody gets the ball off. Oh, was that a...
It looks like someone did hit the
I thought
turf.
E-Rob just took out Vey. I thought he did, but apparently not.
Oh, Vebe is on. Is that Vey?
That is Vebe.
Oh, wait, and... Oh, Russell with the play. Nora perhaps a bit too content, but Mr. Arthur coming in to get the Euro connection moving there. Can Nora finish? Miz
Big opportunity here for Miz. Great play by Bryce. Arthur still has it, but he takes the shot. Oh, my goodness. That went right into the rafters. Miz had a good opportunity there, but they did play really good defense against him. I would have hoped to see Arthur come in and be able to play with control and keep the ball in play instead of trying to take that shot there and playing too aggressively. But he may have not thought that he was going to have that chance. Blue coming in, trying to score immediately. Lakari coming in, grabbing the ball, being aggressive with it.
You know, we really got to give it to Russell there with his tactical nap he took. What a great time to lie down and take it easy.
100%.
Bakari with quite a huck there. But Bryce swiftly intercepted that. Vebe with the ball.
Seen some people questioning the validity of Vebe's credentials. Like most things that happen on this channel and on Twitch, everything that we say is real and true 100%. Nothing is ever left for question, and don't fill in the gaps. Just believe everything we say 100% of the time because it is 100% honest. Thank you.
And some people say that Vebe goes by an alias the Fangdom.
Yes.
And it seems as if Arthur is really playing with the ball there. Somewhere in the middle, not really committing to either side. And Nora with a finish off the pass. Wow! You'd think she was an OnlyFans creator the way Miz was setting her up.
Wonderful play between the two of them. Going in there with a big finish, and that is exactly what we said we needed to see. Miz has played very well today. He hasn't had the ball very often. He was playing on defense in the first half, but making sure that you're playing with your eyes up, playing good, solid, fundamental soccer is key to this win.
And Nick not necessarily clearing successfully there, finding a bunch of bodies. Can Lakari get that ball, clear it up, and give them another scoring opportunity? They are down 2 with 5 minutes and 37 seconds left.
Now, one thing that we're seeing from the blue team is they did take Nick out of the game. I believe I got a report from the sideline that he is out getting a foot massage. I don't know if he has an injury or if he's already celebrating. Oh, he just came back in, excuse me. He did just come back in the game.
Yep, look, Nick has two things he values, all right? Other people's feet and winning. And I can tell you something, his own feet, that's not in the equation. No siree.
No, he was the one giving the
Russell
massage.
with a tactical fall. With a big punt there, and that's going to go right to the sideline to Mizkiff. Can Mizkiff bully his way through? No, he's going to kick that right out of bounds.
Yeah, I think they're trying to slow down the game. The blue team knows that they need to get these guys playing off kilter, try and get them to the outside, try and get that ball out of bounds, and run the clock. You can even see Bryce stalling right there. He shaved about 3 seconds off the clock.
Russell's got that hall monitor animation pack. Slow, calm, collected, and full of power. That sense of you do what I say when I say it, and I'm not moving any faster to make sure it happens. Lakari really showing his presence in goal, clearing it up to Vey.
Vey going in there, dribbling, not clearing the ball right away. Decent footwork, but a great play by Erob. Erob heads up teamwork play, passes the ball to Nick. Lakari stepping in after he is pressed by Mr. Arthur. Mr. Arthur apologizing immediately.
Man, oh man, is he polite. He's been apologizing for everything, including Germany's history for the last 2 months. Strong waifu with a clear. Taking it up the wing. Can she get a good cross there? Nora's going to have to get involved. They only have 3.5 minutes left in the game. Blue team's getting exactly what they want, just kind of clearing the ball over and over again, making sure that the ball stays on their offensive end. Nora with a big opportunity to score here.
Nora
with no help from her offense.
Nora's getting hip checked there by NMP. Again.
Pain indeed. Mizkiff trying to find a seam in the defense there, and he does. He gets Nora. Nora with a soft touch into the wall.
I really would have liked to see. I'm just going to be honest. I really would have liked to see Tectone score there. I thought he was going to score an own goal. Given the fact that he does want to be on the red team, and more than anything, he wants everybody to know that he's on the red team. And I was a little disappointed to see that he didn't finish there.
Well, it's important that he, it tells everyone it's okay to be red. He wants everyone to know that that's the case and that you need not fear that you are on a losing team. And he, of all people here, wants to make sure that he turns the tide here, ensures that everyone's having a good time today. Man, oh man, that's why he's so dripped out. He wants to be easy on the eyes.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What a cross
that was
there
an
from
attempt.
Arthur. Mizkiff, Mr. Arthur just kind of crossing back and forth here.
Yeah, it was a good attempt there by Miz and Mr. Arthur, just a little bit outside, trying to go for that far post, trying to use the entire width of the goal to their advantage.
You can see the fatigue really set in here. Vebe trying to clear things up. With no real luck there, Emily in pursuit of the Gladiator. Can she get there? No, he finds the wall. Arav giving himself another chance as the defensive effort continues to dwindle from the red team. 1 minute, 34 seconds left to make something happen. To bring your dream into reality here of taking that GTR for a spin. Is it possible? We will see.
Great play by Tectone there, stepping up. Good defensive play, being smart. Not overexerting himself. He knows that there's a minute left in the game. It is going to take a miracle at this point for them to be able to come in and finish.
We've been saying that about Arthur for eons.
And it looks like, barring a miracle, Nick will keep that GTR for another day. And Nick, in typical fashion, is trying to run up the score despite the fact that he is already ahead.
Lakari with that presence in net. Man, oh man, does he deserve at least a nod in the MVP discourse. Erob not ending this game without getting another woman injured. Nick What a kick.
What
Nick Pollum, not content to let this game go off into that good night, he has to add insult to injury with a punt to the nads. Going for the baby maker.
Now, I do want to correct myself there. I did get a report from the sideline that the wager was on personal goals, not which team wins. So I would like to clarify that to clear up any confusion. Nick is 1 goal behind, so barring a miracle.
Is that so? Does Nora have 3?
I believe so. She did score a hat trick today, and it looks like 3, 2, 1. The game is over. Nick barely by a second. By 1 second loses his GTR and is unable to at least tie it up and leave it for sudden death. And unfortunately, the GTR is gone.
NMP Lol,
this looks like
exactly.
Somebody just lost the Super Bowl.
Well, you know, what you see here is someone who showed up to the wrong game of footy. He asked, and it did not deliver. He is bewildered, he is fatigued, and he is saying, I want to go home. Mr. Arthur, Tumble 22? You see it here. The keys will be exchanged, hopefully, in the closing ceremony here. But man, oh man, what an effort it was between these 2 titans of agriculture. 2 industrial-grade farmers doing their best to deliver nothing but content.
Yeah, absolutely. And we did just hear from the sideline. What was different in the second half from the red team? You know, they came out and they lost still, but they said, look, we know we're probably going to lose. Let's try and feed Nora the ball and try and get her as many points as possible. So let's go to Sear and see what he says.
Thank you very much, S-Van. It is a gloomy day out here because sometimes the team can win, but the player can lose. I guess we have to ask Nick, everyone's wondering, what's going on in that head? Are you physically hurt? Are you mentally hurt? Your team won, you lost. How do you feel? And Nick on the verge of tears, turning around, walking away from the camera, gaining his words, coming back.
Well, I guess I lost, huh? I didn't think I'd lose. I thought when Tectone took her out in the first half that we would have had a good shot at winning. Well, we did win, but me winning personally. But the thing is, Sear, everyone knows it's about me. I'm a team player. So it's not really about me losing to Nora. If you look at the scoreboard there, it says 6-3, Team Blue. So I'm happy that we just won. It was a great team effort overall. I'm not gonna lie, Julia fucked my ass. Just nonstop.
Up?
No. When the camera wasn't looking, she put a strap on and just fucked me in the ass. Yeah, can you get Nora out here?
Nora! Oh, she's in medical right now. She's her foot is out and exposed right now. Also,
well, I'm actually having a great day now that I saw it. You know.
But you know, Techie making contact with that foot before you. How does that feel?
Why do you think it's before me?
Understood as well. You don't care about the car, not thinking about the car.
Well, the thing is, I can always buy another car.
Yeah.
I will be giving it to her. She won it fair and square. Technically, I did score there at the end, but the time ran out, so it should be 3-3, but...
So you're not gonna lie?
No, it's hers. It's her car. Whenever she's ready to come out here and... Miz?
I did it. I didn't let her win.
You fucker. He did so well.
No, I fucking
Miz and Canute did great.
I had one goal I missed. I saw the Omega dances when I missed it. I deserved it.
I'm not gonna lie, I missed like 17 opportunities, so the loss is on me. Bryce, thanks for coming, helping.
Dude, I'm gonna say, go back into VOD. You lost a defender.
What happened?
I don't know. He just disappeared and went mid, and left it one person on defense.
Eric?
I'm not saying names.
I need my $1,000. I walked off the field. Last gave you 10 minutes with just girls as defenders.
Who impressed you most on your team?
On my team, everyone was really good.
Bryce was really good.
Bryce was good. Everyone was really good.
I'd say strong waifu.
I'll be honest, MVP, at least for your team, I think was Julia. Because she fucking stopped me like 1,000 times. And Lack played really good too.
Julia and strong waifu.
Yeah.
Chance, you're the MVP.
Yeah. What? Let me
You're
see
the
if
MVP.
Nora can get an interview.
MVP should go to Lacula.
Because he was fearless, did you see it?
He was fearless.
He didn't care at all.
Yeah, but
His strong waifu was actually good.
I'm gonna say this: Blue team didn't sub out a single member the entire game, sweated their ass off, and I mean, I played maybe 4 minutes. We let everyone play. We had fun, and you know what? Nick still lost the important game to Nora, so it's a win across the board, and I'm okay with it.
I don't like that her arms around Nick right now. I'm gonna be real.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm sweating.
Chance, Soda Pop, and Morris out here. In between, you came out, you were crying.
I flew out from out of state, but go on.
Yeah, he came out and he's crying on the bench. And I'm like, Chance, what's wrong? And he's like, I wish I could be there more for my team.
I wanted to be there spiritually, but when I went on the field and Nick said to get off and let a real player play, I realized that...
Well, you had 7, you just didn't notice it.
I didn't know we brought in an entirely separate person to help the score, but you said it in a very mean way.
I know, but I want to
And you know
explain
what?
it.
I support you losing today to its fullest.
Well, here she is, Seer, the winner of the GTR.
Oh my God. I mean, you must have a lot running through your head right now. You got hurt, but you still went in there. Fuck, Tectone.
And he didn't even apologize. I'm just
He
kidding.
didn't apologize yet. That just in. Tectone has not even apologized yet. But it's okay because you're gonna be driving a brand new
I'm gonna be a sports car owner. Can you guys believe this?
GTR
Not just
Omega.
any sports car.
Yes.
The sports car. Nick's Nora's GTR. Wow. Well, you guys will definitely see a picture with me in it later. Maybe I'll rev it for you guys.
Good job out there. Everybody was impressed.
It was well played, and I got injured, but we still played really
That's a
well.
long
Were you giving
handshake.
it your all?
I did the best I could, but it wasn't good enough.
But sometimes it do be like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes you gotta lose to realize that losing is also part of the life's journey, because by losing, you will gain something else. And you will gain, what will you gain from this?
You, hopefully?
Yeah, sure. Happiness of seeing me in your GTR.
GG's.
And maybe you'll get a push grub. Anyways.
What?
Push grub.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm down.
Wow, look at that. The
GG's.
story never ends. We're gonna take the winning team outside. Well, out here, and we're gonna go get a little.
Hey, blue team, can we get a picture real quick because we won?
Where do we leave it?
Just leave him over there. Bryce, get your trophy.
If you didn't injure me, maybe I would.
Hi, chat. Even in the end, he lost his GTR.
Dude, this is the saddest winning team I've ever seen in my life.
Oh. What?
Oh, yeah.
We're so sad.
Let's go! Hey, we did it, man!
We did great. Why would we cheer for your misfortune?
I feel like spiritually I lost the car, too.
Medals, ladies and gentlemen. Good job for Team Blue.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a medal?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. It's not a
Believe it or not, I actually got a couple of these medals hanging up at my house, and I didn't even do anything for them. It's amazing. There you go. Very
so
good
excited.
job. You were out there on the field doing your thing. You guys did whatever it took. We're all so proud of you. We farmed clips. We farmed threads. Techie has another React stream tomorrow. It's going to be incredible. All caps.
Drama gaming reacting news.
Yeah.
Huge content.
Yeah. Title, Why I Hate Nora. All right.
Why the bitch deserved it.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
-1 GTR, -1 ankle.
Yep, there we are.
Yeah,
There we go.
I just want to thank E-Rob. Thank you, Rob.
Right here, man.
Oh, bro.
Welcome.
You've been in a coma for 20 years. This is our attempt to try to wake you up. Wake up. Wake up.
Thank you.
Beep, 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 beep. He's an old man. Everybody left.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you so much.
Well earned. Very well
I feel
earned.
like
By the
me
way,
and-
assisted in goal. Very impressive.
Oh, Bryce.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
We carried.
Now it's time to ask for MVP. If you want your person to be an MVP, name MVP in chat.
Hey, let's go to the hospital.
Yeah, I think I need like a bracer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. I got you. On the bringer. Okay. Good one, guys.
Yeah,
Good one.
absolutely.
Good one, everybody.
You guys can take the GTR.
Well, technically, I wasn't giving Nora MVP, but I guess she's leaving.
Dude, isn't it crazy how they all just keep leaving?
That's crazy.
I'll come back.
Killed that girl,
Just
bro.
insane. Just insane. But yeah,
She can't even use her new car.
write in chat who you want as MVP. I believe it is name MVP.
She's walking normally. That's
Yeah,
they're
she's
fucking
literally-
lying, bro. She's walking fine. She's full of shit in her acting, bro.
All you got to do is type their name in chat if you believe that they are MVP. Techie, you know, Nick, Arav, Miz. I personally think that Lakari did an incredible job. He was upset with his performance. I said some people, they go out there and they fucking perform better the second half of the game, and he did.
Seer, I think since Nora won, she shouldn't leave empty-handed, even though she should get in the car.
I'm in the thick of it.
Oh, I gotta put it on. Congrats. Best player on the field. GG's. All right, turn the stream off.
All right. I know who the
Thanks,
MVP
chat.
is.
But she's right there.
I know who the MVP is. Sorry.
not
We're going to surprise MVP, actually.
Yeah,
You
I
ready?
gotta-
Go this way.
Where's he at? Is he? Oh, yeah. It's just not looking good. It's just not looking good at all. It's not looking good.
No, I've heard about you, but this is the first
No.
Yeah.
I wanted to say it was very impressive how after your halftime game, you really did go out there and you made sacrifices. I thought you were going to die out there on the field. And everybody voted for you
Really?
to be MVP.
Wait, I'm MVP?
You are MVP. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go!
Wait, I don't deserve this. I couldn't kick the ball.
You saved my ass multiple times. She deserves MVP.
Thank you. I don't know what to say. Siri, when you gave me that speech at halftime, I got so hyped, man. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What a great guy.
Yeah. And thank you guys. I appreciate the votes. I tried my best. I'll practice on punting. I like playing goalie. It's fun, so I'll probably practice some more.
Killing it.
Thank you.
It was really funny because like when you were getting up, it was like so dramatic, and like, what goalies usually do is they just chuck it, but like everyone just reset. So and then you're like,
Sorry, it's the anime in me, man.
you never played. You know how hard that is?
No, I don't know.
It's hard.
Really?
It's really hard.
Whenever you like save the ball, you have like an advantage because all the players are in the front. But you gave them time to recover by like getting the defenders back again.
Oh, I didn't know. And apparently you're supposed to shout keep when you are about to grab the ball.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right, well, now I know.
We're
Sorry.
learning.
Thank you.
Black, you did great, man.
You did. Yes.
You got beat up for 40 minutes. That was insane. Like it was a war.
High vitality stat.
Now, Lack, I think it's important for you to know, while you were out there on the field, and while we have your attention, you were actually kicked in the head and you've been in a coma for 20 years.
Oh, shit.
This is our attempt to wake up.
Oh.
Wake up, Lack. Wake up.
Wait.
All right, editors, have fun with that one. Where's my boy? NMP's walking away, limping. I would conclude with him. Nick, any final words?
All right, I'm just gonna say it.
Whoa.
I can't say it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not giving her the car, and you can't make me do it. I'm not giving it to her.
Yeah! I love that.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to another OTK Game Day. Everybody did a phenomenal job. And I'm going to send you guys over to Wake and S-Fan. Wake, S-Fan?
You fucking kids, didn't you fucking... I don't fucking care. I'm up 6 mil and we're putting it on the Yeezy factory. These fucking... We got these kids in... Oh, yo, okay. How are we doing, guys? Welcome back. We are in high spirits.
We are. Our team, or the team, the blue team won. The blue team did win, but we didn't. We had no vested interest or anything in the game at all whatsoever. But it's
never will.
We're happy that it was a great game. We're happy that it was great.
In other news, we're happy to announce our new business venture. That is RealYeezys.com. Go to RealYeezys.com. Not made by any Tajikistani kids. It is factory approved by Adidas. And whatever the fuck. And we are excited for it, guys. So check out RealYeezys.com for your RealYeezys.nz.gov.
Absolutely.
Anyways,
so, check out your Yeezys. Check out your Yeezys. With look, we got the best, and that's not coming from us, okay? It's not coming from us. The experts are saying it. Everybody's saying it. I don't even agree. I'll be honest, but everybody else is saying it. And look, if you want some new Yeezys, go ahead and get them there.
Real new Yeezys at realyeezys.com.nz.gov.eu. One thing to recount, guys, we had an electric day of football, and we have none other than the great contestants, the great subjects, the great players, not talking about Nick and Arthur, you know what I mean, who made it happen. So let's go ahead and give a round of applause to the electricity they brought to the field today. A lot of punts, a lot of slow jogging, a lot of heavy breathing, and it is not the end of OTK Game Day, nor is it the end of realyeezys.com.nz.gov.eu. We have more coming at you. S-Fan, walk them through what's happening next, not in our Tajikistani factory.
Yeah, absolutely. Next week, we have OTK Game Day Basketball, November 15th. I will be on a business trip, so I won't be there. I'll be in Tajikistan, or I won't be in Tajikistan, but I'll be on a business trip. I'll be elsewhere, and so I will not be there, but that is November 15th. November 15th, we have that coming up. After that, we will have OTK Game Day Kickball. Kickball will be coming up, and last but certainly not least, the finale for OTK Game Day Season 3 is going to be a flag football game coming up as number 4. So we're very, very excited about that. It's going to be a great month, a wonderful month.
Sorry, I'm telling Deborah we're fucking in the Dodge Neon with the fucking lights on tonight.
Who's Deborah? I thought your wife was Janet.
No, that's my kid's mom. Anyways, let's go ahead and give it a big round of applause once more to the great production crew at OTK, the great on-the-ground Asian harem that Nick is assembling, and my God, how about NMP Lol, the gladiator himself. Round of applause to Ms. Kiff, the Klats, Tectone, and his, let me tell you something, real loud voice, the impenetrable brick wall that is Lakari, Nora, the explored the goal and found it. Man, oh man, did we have a great day out there today. The many cast members who didn't get mentioned, let me tell you, I am proud to have commented on your game, and I look forward to seeing you in a pair of real Yeezys. realyeezys.com.nz.eu.gov.
Yes. Shout out to our sponsors, realyeezys.com.eu.gov, Starforge Systems, Mad Mushroom, newest game, Atomic Picnic, Claws and Chaos, which aren't really our sponsors because they're our own companies, which is great because we can do whatever they want. Just please buy those games. Please.
Are you talking about Atomic Picnic, the game?
So we can pay our employees. Please, please, please buy those games.
These
so we can pay the employees, please.
children need money.
Yes.
But anyways, guys, Atomic Picnic, the game. Not Atomic Picnic, the designer drug I bought.
Right.
Let's go ahead and have a real, let's have a real good day, guys. Thank you again to everyone who watched. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. We are signing off here and signing on to a unknown website on the dark web. Thank you guys so much once again. And S-Fan, any final words?
Not a single one. We'll see y'all next week.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Sayonara.